Hello there! Welcome! Hi! This is Tuesday again, guys, and we get to play Dungeons and Dragons. And people are gonna watch, and they're gonna talk, and then you guys are gonna do voices, and I'm gonna fix all of these video screens that were correct. I need the credit that they were good. I have witnesses. Um,
Congratulations on finally doing it right.
Nox is in the right spot. Jamie's in the right spot. Shelt's fine. I'm good. J-Bo. All right, now time to grab. Oh, you're no, Shelt's in the wrong spot. 'Cause that's Kester.
Nice.
That's fine. You guys are like brothers.
We're already doing well today. We're
You're
doing
hard to
great.
tell apart.
All right. Hello. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Dungeons and Dragons, players.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are y'all doing today?
Greetings.
Great.
Pretty good.
How are you?
Doing pretty good. Ravy.
I'm fantastic now that I heard that Nox voice again. I'm in the mood for some dwarf.
Does that mean in a sexual sense or just in an audio sense?
Yes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Delving in Deep, where the details matter. And we have a bunch of the world's sexiest Dungeons and Dragons players brought to your computer screen or tablet or television if you're really fantastic. And we play Dungeons and Dragons, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. That was like them being polite. That wasn't them not saying it was fun. Trust me, it's a blast. You know what?
Yeah.
We just let you speak.
Yeah.
Your voice takes over and is magic to our ears, and we just get charmed and just listen along.
Hello, I'm your dungeon master, and that's leadership.
Yeah, just
Wait, Anthony Piles is our new dungeon master? Yes.
Oh, so many energies I have to channel for that man. Yes. So last time we left off, we had ourselves a little bit of a musical number, right? So the party went to the Slippies, right? And you listened to Anthony Piles for a bit, and then you were interrupted by an infested warhorse outside that had been swarmed with the beetles and the larvae. You finished the warhorse off, and you found out that the beetles were actually like puppeteering the horse around by manipulating the muscles. You met Anthony Piles at some length and discussed some bounties, and he talked about his dreams of sailing the open sea. The party then went on kind of their own separate ways, right? So you purchased some drugs, some highly illegal arcane artifacts.
Some people purchased those. Other people did not.
Some people purchased those.
Some people were not there.
It's
I
true.
don't know what you're talking about.
Some people spent some time with their favorite bartender.
Yeah.
He's a fan favorite. I'm a fan at least, and he's one of my favorites.
Fan favorite?
Of
Which
mine.
one of you fans out there like him? I will find you.
Oh
I
man.
find him delightful.
Hey, thank you for the host, Purple Dragon. Yes, everybody loves the bartender. We were thinking of replacing Nox with the bartender. On the down low.
I'm not sure that bartender could get me a job on a ship quite as well as Knox could.
That's true. He does make a lean chicken tender.
Oh. Maybe a job in a kitchen then.
Yeah. I think he used to. I would say he had a job at not churches. What's the other one?
Popeyes?
Popeyes?
No.
KFC?
No, the better one. The one that's not open on Sunday because they're religious.
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
There it is. He's got the Chick-fil-A recipe. That's why he's so cocky.
And then there's Boston Market.
Which you go if you want the closest thing to a Boston Sunday meal. Hey, trick question here. What's the best dipping sauce at Popeyes?
I don't know their dipping sauce.
The Mardi Gras honey mustard or whatever's pretty good.
Good try. Good try.
The ranch is also really good.
They're firecracker
It's
sweet
a,
chili.
it's a solid
It-
attempt.
You get sauce from another place.
You get mashed potatoes.
Hey.
Hey, you get the mashed potatoes, you get the gravy, you get the chicken tenders. You're set. All right. So then Kester decided to wander off alone to handle and cast some spells when he was accosted and taken by I just say some shady men with clubs, one salt and peppered bearded gentleman, and little Timmy. The next
You
morning,
I
got
wanna
God,
fucking
what
die, Timmy.
oh man, I need that clip. I should have gone back and hit it. So at that point, you went back and you found Anthony Piles the next day. He introduced you to his favorite cup of coffee, which is a cup of espresso. And you kind of went over your plans. You had a couple of options. I don't remember which one we chose particularly. I think you're still talking about it, but there was the bandit camp, the smugglers, the goblins. He said he wouldn't touch the magic users, and the last one was the chaos bomb that you now
Well, I
have.
think we decided the smugglers because it was uncommon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, also the chaos bomb was it was in line with the smugglers. Like
Yeah.
got the chaos bomb to my drug dealer, to our drug dealer, Joy. If we got the chaos bomb to him, he would give us info on the smugglers.
And 100 gold per chaos bomb, and there's 2 in town, which is just enough to finish buying the pixie, if I remember.
So we'll open up then, as the group of you are walking down the street of Jellicoy. I guess the 5 of you plus Anthony, and Anthony stride alongside the group, and he says, "Oh, it was a fantastic morning for adventure. Where's this place at? We gotta find it. Who happens to know where, Well, I guess where we're going. I just kind of started walking down the street with a skip in my step and a dream in my heart, hoping we'd just get there."
Well, weren't you the leader?
Oh yes, baby, I am. Let me tell you, doll. But good leaders put good people of good talent in positions of responsibility, and Sheltia, he's a man of talent.
I suppose. Well, currently, just look around, make sure no prying eyes or anything like that. The usual. I'll just turn. Currently, going down the line of trying to find the smugglers. We have someone who has the information and is willing to give it to us in trade for an artifact called a chaos bomb.
Also known as an orange blossom.
The second name sounds very not intimidating. The first one, a little more so.
It's true.
Regardless, though, apparently the chaos bomb was had by a sorcerer who was recently hunted down by some bounty hunters, and we should check his home for this thing. I happen to know where the home is.
Is it empty? Are we doing some B&E here?
Oh no, the sorcerer was young and lived with his parents, and his parents are still in the home. His
See, I told
dad
you he
doesn't-
was a man. Sheltia has all the information.
His dad doesn't really like me much on account of me being the bounty hunter that killed his son.
Ah,
Ooh,
That's a little rough.
that's on a turn that I wasn't ready to take. I'm gonna need a moment to collect my emotions on that one, friend.
This is a
Yeah.
it's a roller coaster.
Oh, I was with you until the second half.
He used magic to attack some kids in the street and had a bounty on his head. So we took care of it. Kester and I are mage hunters after all. But yeah, so he doesn't really like us much. So I can show you where the place is, but you should probably someone else take point on this.
Well, that sounds fun.
I'll take a walk around the city and see if I can't drudge some stuff up, since I shouldn't be the one going into the house.
Okay. All right.
Well, it looks like it's time for their friendly local priest to come pay him a visit.
Someone
Oh,
other
yeah,
than
missionary.
Knox should be the person.
That sounds like a fantastic idea, man of the clergy.
Usually when you're in mourning, they send a priest.
Well, tell me.
That's true.
And he walks over, he puts his hand on your shoulder. He kind of bends down low to get eye level. He says, "Why is faith in you shaky?"
Mostly because every time I ask if someone's coming to church, it scares off all the people who are at our location.
It was kind of a tense moment last time you did it, that fella.
I think it's because he's not very much fun.
Well, how many times have you asked people to come to church lately and had this effect? Three. Were they all infested warhorses?
No, there was the Griffin, and then there was the fire at Tiffany's.
You're telling me he's associating tragedy with church? That sounds like
Yes.
that sounds like a very Chrolome thing to do. It's a lot of guilt sometimes, you know?
So we should bring a present when we go to greet the parents.
Like
Fruit
maybe some
basket.
flowers.
A
Yeah,
fruit
the
basket.
wife really likes. No, that's not gonna work. She likes pumpernickel bread, but
Ooh.
yeah.
Ah,
Ah, poor Tiffany's.
Fresh fruit. An edible arrangement.
what's
Ooh.
an edible
Yeah.
arrangement?
You know
Uh,
when you cut the fruit into fancy things and you make it it's like a bouquet but fruit.
Wow, were you raised privileged?
Goodbye.
I'd really love to see some decorated fruit. I only kind of get the normal kind, with the skin still on it.
I thought she'd just make rather a big amount of food, an arrangement of food.
That sounds delicious too.
That's called a feast.
Uh-huh. Sounds delicious. So we get them a
Also
bunch of food.
Let's
And-
just get them a
What if we
suckling pig.
what if we combine the two ideas and we get ourselves an edible feast?
Isn't that just a
You're brilliant.
Darling,
That's
you
why
know
you're
it.
the leader.
All right, well, who would have a feast? Tiffany's is burned down. What time is it? Is Slippy's kitchen open?
Slippy's. Oh, if we give it a few hours.
I'm not sure I want to wait. I want to go and get some stuff done early today.
and our contact telling us about the chaos bomb, and we have to get it to him to get our information. He says the tailors will probably be down on this location soon, locking it down. So we are a little crunched
Under
for
the
time.
gun.
Yeah.
All right. How would you like to proceed? You're muted if you don't know.
My green light keeps showing up when I'm not talking, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm buzzing or something.
Sure. We'll let you know if it's coming in crazy. I didn't notice anything.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything either.
Okay. So, maybe we just knock on the door and I say, "Hello, I'm Anthony Piles. Lovely to meet you."
Well, maybe we stop at the market and pick up some fruit.
Yep.
Or flowers.
Fruit and flowers.
Fruit and
bet,
flowers.
I bet I could track a good sized pig out there too.
I'm not sure a pig is. That's going to take a while.
Is it because I mentioned the suckling pig? Jabo, don't always
Yes,
listen to what I say.
Oh, all right. It sounds like a great idea. And you guys get the apple and you stuff it in the mouth and we'll cook it up. Rotisserie.
That's a really long time.
It sounds delicious.
You know,
Let's save it for later.
I've always seen the art with the apple in the mouth of the pig. I've never actually gotten to eat it. Do you eat the apple? Do you use the head? Do you eat the head? How does this work?
Some people eat the head
Yeah.
and the brain, and
It sounds adventurous. Let's get ourselves a pig.
All right, let's do
How
it.
about we focus on the thing first? Go see these people.
Do you know where they live?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can show you there. Some last little notes of information you should know. The dad can be a little irritable and just kind of wants this whole thing to be over. And is generally trying to keep it away from his wife so that she doesn't have to really deal with it. So, I mean, if you make his wife cry, you'll probably get nowhere with him. Just fair warning. So just be
Oh.
gentle with
I
how
don't
you
like
do.
making anybody cry.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can show you where they are, but like I said, he doesn't like me much. So,
All right. Let's go.
yeah,
Alright.
I'll show them the house that Kester and I went to.
Okay. So you walk into the like the middle class part of the town. Now the big thing here is it's a lot of 2-story buildings. They're very tightly pressed together. There's not even alleyways between most of them. Barely enough room for a window to open and another window on the other side. A little space in between. As is with most of Jellicoe, the walls were built first, and then the town grew in popularity. So everything's been crammed in these spaces, and Shelt gets you down one of these streets where it's enough. It's enough like 3 of you to walk abreast, but it's like front porch, back porch, onto your left and your right, and it is this red brick house, down one of these roads.
Sweet.
So
I like the idea of going as representatives of the clergy to offer comfort.
I think that's
Yeah,
you,
and I'll
Knox.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of, I'll meet you back at the bar at lunchtime.
We'll see you
Sounds
then.
good.
Yeah, I'll pack away from this because there's no way he's gonna be happy if he
Hey,
sees me.
Wait a minute. Are you going back to Slippy's or are you going to the 3 ladies?
Slippies,
All right.
and then I'll head to 3 ladies.
Okay.
All right,
I
we'll
got stuff
follow
I
your
need to do.
lead, Knox.
Knox like takes a minute,
Does he
clears his
knock?
throat, like gets some crumbs out of his beard before walking up to knock on this door.
You knock on the door, good hearty knock, and it and silence after a few moments. It's just past that. We'll just say continued silence. No response.
Excuse me. Hello? We didn't come to intrude, but we've come to offer condolences.
Did you try knocking louder?
I could do that. I'm pretty sure I'd start breaking the door at that point.
Maybe
No, we
maybe
don't
knock
wanna
one
do
level
that.
below the door being knocked off.
Okay, how about this? Jabot, how about you knock at their height? They might just think, oh, hey, a children's trying to break down the door.
not a problem. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I'll knock.
Go up and you knock at a slightly higher level, and no response.
I wonder if they're not home.
Maybe they are actually
Does it-
already at church.
It's not a holy day.
Do they have sermons on Fridays or whatever day I made Friday?
Does it look like the door's been tampered with, like someone's already been here trying to break in or anything like that?
Give me an investigation check.
I'm learning how to do this with an extension.
Ooh, extension. Oh wow, yeah, let me
Ooh.
mute that.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ew.
Do you see anything there,
Oh.
Jabo?
Oh. Jabo, you look at the door, and there's just all kinds of evidence of tampering. The paint's been chipping off the door due to age.
I think they need help. I feel like this place has been attacked. We should just go in and see if they're still alive.
I'm not
was
sure that's a
okay.
good idea. I don't
No.
think that's a
But
good idea, guys.
look,
No, if
break-
we
look,
make her
look.
cry, we're in big trouble.
But look at
Oh,
all the
what if she's
damage. You
dead?
see that? The cracks on the door.
Jabo,
like-
Let me
Jabo.
let me just
That's
take.
age, bud. That's just age.
Who would let doors get that bad?
It's
Poor
Chrolome.
people.
Doors don't have birthdays, Knox. There's no way that door's aging.
Can I just take a look
We're
at?
dealing with two of them.
Can I look in the window?
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of you can give me a perception check.
Can I do that from?
Who's both? Oh,
Um,
Kieran, never mind.
Yep.
Yep.
So
From here.
Kieran gets a 5.
I was too
Joy,
busy
Joy,
having my
Joy,
other
Oh
thing
wait,
open.
is it during the day?
You said
Yes. Oh yeah, sunlight sensitivity. It gets even worse for you. Wow.
Fun.
Yeah. So the sun is definitely as a dark elf, it is very difficult for you to operate, and it's just glaring in your eyes. With an 8, the first thing you guys see when you're kind of looking at that window, actually, the first thing you perceive is the clanking of like a metal balcony as you look up, and Anthony's climbing up to the second story window,
wait, what are you doing?
and he leans down and he says, "Getting things done, dear." And he opens
Okay.
he opens the window.
You're gonna get shot.
I like this guy.
And he screams back, "I hope not. That would hurt."
Hey.
Do you see anybody in the window?
Silence.
Mm.
And the front door opens.
Why, hello. I'm Juniper Joy Blue Moon.
Hey, nice to meet you, Anthony Piles. What can I do for you?
Oh, hi, Anthony. Is nobody home?
Oh, I'm home.
This isn't your home.
Oh, you're
It
right.
could be.
No, I think that's a bad idea too, Kia.
Come on in, make yourselves at home.
At this point, Knox is going to start walking away, looking at his holy symbol, and just putting it to his forehead like, "Oh, Freedom Leader Chrolome, please forgive me. This
Father, where are you going? I was hoping you could
I-
tell me about our Lord and Savior Chrolome.
Yeah,
I'll walk
he's
in.
just walking
I will
down the
walk
street.
in with Kia.
Yeah, I walk in. Are we just gonna sit here and wait for him then?
I was actually wondering why Father Knox is avoiding his patrons of faith.
Are they in there, or did you just? Don't say that you broke into their house out loud, or the people on the street will hear you. Oh, I'm gonna murder that man.
Yeah, I'll like fist bump Anthony on the way in.
Oh yeah,
And
he's there.
suddenly Nox is on my side.
He gestures. He actually gestures in like it's his home. He pulls his arm out and says, "All right. So you guys you want the top floor or the bottom floor?"
Top floor.
Knox is going to sit down on the front porch and just keep an eye out for when this family starts coming back.
Okay, that's a good idea there, Knox.
You can distract them with your condolences
I'll take the bottom then.
and maybe some scripture or something. Words
I'll,
of Chrolome.
I'll check the pantry.
Don't
Maybe
steal
they'll have a
food.
pig.
Yeah. The pantry sounds like a good place to look. I'll go upstairs.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait at the door, guys.
That might be wise. Yeah, it might be like a bull in a china shop if you come in, and we don't want to make anything look like we've been here.
And just for tips, I'm gonna close the front door. When you guys leave, go out the back door
Do you want
and
us
make
to
sure you
lock
close
it?
it behind you. I have no idea if it's locked or not. Lock the front door for sure. Back doors, usually people can like forget that they locked the back door,
That's fair.
because I don't know how you're going to lock it from the outside.
So you're closing it and locking it from the inside. Okay.
Was it locked when Anthony came through it?
Yeah, it was locked. You could hear the bolt moving. All right.
When I stand at the door, I'm gonna find like the closet or whatever, and I'm gonna stand in that area, kind of just statue it up and just wait.
So you're just inside the door.
Yeah, I'm on the inside.
Okay, and you open the closet. You stood there like a coat rack.
Yeah, well, call myself a coat rack. It's mostly just as like I'm hoping to be not too noticeable.
Okay. All right.
How tall are you again?
His head is kind of crooked. Okay, so Kieran, Joy, give me investigation checks, please.
I'm bad at looking.
Oh, that one wasn't so bad.
Okay, so Kieran, you first. You kind of move around the house and you're looking, and it's pretty mundane. There's not a lot of things here. There's a table with 2 chairs. In the kitchen, there's this kind of this dining living room combo. You find a single bedroom, and there's immediately noticeable a potted plant. It is a orange flowering bud, large bud, like the size of your head. But what sticks out is there are vines, roots, that have exited at the top of the pot and have taken root into the wooden house itself, the floorboards, and pierced through it. They are about as thick as my forearm.
Grab some of those.
I was actually thinking of trying to take the entire thing.
How big is it?
How big is it?
So the potted plant itself, it's about a foot in diameter. It's about 2 feet tall with the flower included, and the roots, it depends how much of them you try to pull up.
I'll try to take. Keyword: try to take all of it.
Okay. So how are you gonna pull the pot up and try to yank the roots? You trying to cut the roots?
I'll pull out my dagger and just try and cut the roots.
Okay. So you take out the dagger, you begin to saw at the roots, and they break away pretty easily. And then you pull the pot up, and you have this pot. Joy, upstairs, as you're looking around, it's you go in the room. There's a couple of bedrooms up here, like a guest room and a master bedroom. And you get to the master bedroom, and there you see older gentleman and an older woman hanging lifelessly by their necks.
No, this is awful. I will immediately go downstairs and let my party know what's up.
Okay. You get down to the bottom, and Anthony has started grinding coffee beans in the kitchen, and he's done his hand.
Does he already know?
know?
He came in through the upstairs. Does he already know?
You can ask him.
Anthony, did you see the people up there?
I didn't. No, of course not. Did you find people?
Oh yeah, they're dead.
He starts grinding faster. Whoa, wait. Oh, okay. That's a lot more depressing. What got them?
They hung themselves. Oh, it looks like they did anyways.
Guess they won't be needing this. He takes the whole coffee grinder.
Never mind, I changed my mind. I love Anthony Piles.
I will follow him anywhere.
Best character confirmed.
Yeah.
Did you find?
I agree with Kia.
Did you find? Is the potted plant around?
I didn't see it. I got a little spooked.
We should maybe go back and.
Yeah, but will you go with me?
Sure.
Thanks.
And he walks up. You guys walk up the stairs together. And with your old investigation check, nothing out of the ordinary is up here. There's some clothes, some dead people. Yeah, that seems to be about it. You can go through further if you're looking for something particular, but there's no plant.
Yeah, no. I'll go back downstairs. Anthony, maybe we should have Knox go and say something to someone that can come and check on these people about coming by and no one answering. That way we don't tell them we broke in and we know they're dead, but somebody comes and finds them.
You know, that's a fantastic idea. Why don't you grab Knox?
I'll go tell him.
Hey, Kia, did you find anything?
I found this potted plant.
Oh, hey, is that what we're looking for, Joy?
Plant? That looks like what we're looking for. Orange blossoms?
I'll look at the plant. Yes.
Yeah, I think that might be it. Is it just the one?
Yes, I think that's all. This is all I found.
All right, we should probably get that out of here. You guys go out the back door. I'm gonna slip out the front door and let Nox know what's up.
Okie doke.
Hey, that's big. That's big. We should cover that up.
Right.
The tailors are looking for that.
Yes. Did they have any clothes?
There seems to be a coat closet in the hallway.
I'll go raid the coat closet.
You open it up and it's Jabo just standing in the coat closet.
Hi, Jabo.
Hey.
Hi. Is there any other than you? Is there anything else in here, like something that could cover this?
Yeah, I think this will work.
You hand a long leather coat out, and Anthony snatches it from your hands. No, too nice. And he puts it on.
Guys,
Captain
lock
needs a
the
good
door.
jacket.
You gotta admit, this is way too nice to smuggle things out of a house.
Grab-
Maybe there's a flour sack or something.
Is there a flour sack?
The pantry.
You were in the kitchen. Yes.
Let's go look. Give me an investigation check.
Who's going?
I'm going with Anthony.
Okay, I'm gonna go out the front door. Jabo, will you close the door behind me and lock it again?
Sure. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go let Nox know what's up.
Oh, all right. Yep.
Okay.
You search the kitchen, and you find a flour sack. It's just 3/4 full of flour.
So what do we do with the
Don't
flour?
dump it.
I was going to dump it, but something tells me that's wrong. Oh, it's her. She's telling me it's wrong.
Wait, we
You'll
could put it into my bag.
in your bag.
Yes. Loose. No, that's a bad idea.
The
That's
flour or the
worst.
flour?
Maybe
Wait.
dump it, but dump it outside.
Wait. They have beds, don't they? Can't we use the sheets?
The sheets.
That's,
They can't be
that's
too
not-
nice to wear.
Why would you be wearing bed sheets?
Do you see what else he grabbed in war?
That's a jacket.
Oh, it's
I know, but he's just taking everything.
I mean, is that bad?
It is if we need it.
if we need
I
the
mean,
jacket,
it's
we have
probably
it.
bad
Wait,
enough.
what?
To cover up the. Did I miss something? I thought we were trying to get something to wrap the flour.
I was just gonna grab an uglier coat, but she wanted a flour sack. Here, this one here, and he reaches in and he grabs a smaller, uglier jacket.
Perfect.
Solved.
I thought maybe the flour was important.
I mean, you can bake with it.
It's true.
What can you bake with flour?
Pie.
Pumpernickel
We need
bread.
flour.
Bread.
He picks up the flour. Wait, I can't hold both. He puts down the flour and grabs the coffee grinder.
Why is
I'll
this
pick up the flour. And just put it in my
Inventory
bag.
management.
How much does a half bag of flour weigh?
We'll go ahead and say 8 pounds.
All
All
right,
right.
Joy. So what are you doing out here?
Well, Nox, something terrible happened in there, and we got to figure out a way to make sure that people figure it out, but don't realize we've been in there, and then we know. It looks like this young gentleman's parents hung themselves. I thought maybe we could go and let the authorities know that nobody answered when we came to offer our condolences as members of the clergy.
I'm the only technical member of the clergy, so the rest of you weren't here at all.
No, that's what I mean. I mean you. When I
Oh.
say we, I meant you and me.
Ah.
You know, 'cause I follow you around and all.
All right. Yeah, they'll probably buy that.
I think they're all out the back door already, but we should probably double check.
Who do you think we should see, though, in terms of... Should we go talk with the mayor or Blackfist?
Oh, I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. I'm too naive about politics and things like that.
I try to avoid politics, usually because it leads to bad things.
I
Remember what...
agree.
There was that guy fighting the other day, like, they were talking about Blackfist versus the mayor, and then he punched his friend, and then...
Yeah, in the
he was
pub.
getting-
I was
Yeah, it was getting awkward.
eavesdropping on that. Yeah.
That was a little awkward.
Well, let's go around back and make sure everybody's out, and then we'll go find the mayor or somebody.
All right, yes, let's go.
Okay.
And we'll head around back.
You head around back to catch up with everybody? Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so and around the back, Anthony shoves the coffee grinder like into the coat and trying to smuggle it out. And we will follow Kia and Jabo out to the back. I think that went really smooth, guys. We
Yeah, it sure did.
Oh,
Yeah, I learned a bit more about you.
what?
I was just saying I learned a bit more about you.
Oh, that's great, bud. What'd you learn?
All that I need to know.
Oh, hey,
wow.
Anthony, where'd you get that new coat?
So ominous. Yeah, maybe don't wear that when we go tell the mayor that they didn't answer the door.
Oh, we're going to see the mayor now. Oh, he's a
How about-
fantastic little furry guy.
We gotta tell somebody something so that those people don't hang there for too long. That
Oh.
would just be awful and disrespectful.
Yo,
How about I go and the rest of you go somewhere else? Because that coat looks a little distinctive. You're also carrying their coffee grinder. You have a bag of their flour for some reason.
Oh, that's in my.
Oh, it's in your backpack. Never
Yeah.
mind. He doesn't say the thing about the flour then.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea.
How about this? I'll take the coffee grinder. We'll put it in her backpack.
Will that fit?
Might
We'll
be
find
a little,
out.
Just try to. If he gets it over and it won't close all the way.
But Anthony, we have one important thing with us, and I'll just motion at the hidden plant.
Oh, let's
yeah,
drop
we should
that
take
off.
that.
Let's drop that off.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
Knox. You got it, bud.
Yeah.
Hey,
Does
Knox.
that mean
Knox.
we're going to see Steven?
I believe in you, Knox.
Should we take that through his front door, though?
I
No,
gotta say,
no.
you saying you have faith in me does not give me confidence.
No, but it should.
It should.
Mm.
All right, then. I'm off. And Knox. Here, I'm gonna roll a d2.
Sure.
If
What would you
Actually,
what would you like to do?
I'm rolling the d2 to figure out if I go to the mayor or if I go to
Blackfist.
Blackfist.
Okay,
Trying to remember his
okay.
name.
Flip a coin. 1 is Blackfist, 2 is the mayor.
Try to remember how to roll a d2 and
Just
roll 20.
type /roll space 1d2.
Okay, that was what I typed, but I wasn't sure.
Bam. So you decide to go to the mayor.
Yeah.
All right. And the rest of you are going where?
Probably to the three ladies. Drop the plan off, or unless we want to wait until or do Steven now.
I would get rid of it as soon as
Mm.
possible, to be
True.
perfectly honest. Especially
yeah,
if there's
I'm with
people looking
Joy.
for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Get this off our hands.
but if he has other customers in at the time,
Well, one of us will hold it out back, and then one of us will go in the front and be like, "Hey, Steven, we got something for you. You need to check the back door."
perfect. That'll work.
Your shipments come in essentially.
Ah, yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
so do you think we like sneak around town or we act nonchalant? Because if we're gonna be nonchalant, I really have to like turn this coat inside out. It's super fancy.
Let's do nonchalant. That's
Nonchalant, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
the best thing. I don't know how well those people were known in this town, but well, you're wearing someone else's
Yeah.
coat, and they've lived here, and I think people might notice.
He takes off the coat, turns it inside out, puts it on.
Much better.
I like it. It's interchangeable. It's not interchangeable. They're just pockets hanging out.
We could fix that.
So go ahead and give me a deception roll. Each of you one time.
Great.
I am bad at this.
Great.
The one who should have the higher roll here for this.
The robot is stealthy, even with all his clanking.
The rope.
I think that's because he doesn't really know what's going on.
I know what's going on. My hands are clean, unlike you guys.
Does that mean Jabot is our Pontius Pilate?
I don't know
I'm
what
sorry,
that means.
biblical reference. I apologize.
All right. So you start moving down the streets, and now it's mid morning, and so they're not empty. It's very clear that several people saw you as a group moving around, not so inconspicuously, with a bag over a plant. What that means, who knows? But you beeline straight to Stevens.
What time of year is it?
It is spring.
Okay.
And so one Kira is going into the back.
Yep.
And Joy and Jabo and Anthony are walking through the front door. Okay. So as you walk in, Steven has no customers. And he turns to you
Fortuitous.
and he says, "Hey, Joy! Piles!
Hi.
You're the oh gosh, who are you? The brown man with the army jacket?
It's Jabo.
Oh, Jabo. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Just getting our business done here.
Oh, you here for business? I like business. What are we talking about?
No, you have a business.
I do have a business. Welcome to my business. This is herbs and stuff.
Business with us in the back. We've got your shipment.
Business in the back.
That's the way I like to do the business. In the back. But that door doesn't open until 2 to 3, man.
I think the innuendo is lost on the drug dealer.
Steven, does that door not open till 2 or 3 because it's impossible or because you don't want to?
Give me a charisma check, please.
I know where that's at
Sure,
on
sure.
my sheet because I pay attention and remember things.
Trying to will it to be a good roll. Man,
It's not.
He says,
This new add-on is just terrible.
"Hey, look, all I'm saying is I run herbs and stuff, man. You see this? If I start opening that door at any other time other than 2 to 3, people are going to see it. And next thing you know, I can't sell my custom vases anymore."
How do I want to do this? You're right, Steven. You're right. What's the best way to get something in here then without being seen?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Let me give you one more shot at this charisma. He says,
I
"Hey, you know, I have this fantastic. Here. Let me give you this. Come here. And he hands you his business card that says back door 2 to 3.
Steven, I already got one of these. I'm trying to get you something that you wanted. We found it.
You're gonna have to remind me what that was again, Joy. But maybe this really feels like a 2 a.m. conversation. But you're being real insistent. I'm really worried.
Do you want me to come back at 2 a.m.?
Look, all I'm saying is if you're not gonna be chill, yeah, we can talk. But I really would prefer it if you'd be chill right now.
Oh, I can be chill.
Awesome. Hey, 2 to 3 is definitely when you want to come back here.
Where's the best place in town to hang out all day and be unnoticed, do you think?
Oh, if you want to go somewhere and be absolutely unnoticed, oh man, the most boringest place I can think of is
Here.
oh god. No, I mean this place. I got customers all day asking for like herbs and stuff, man. This is a fantastic place to be. Have you seen my stuff? Oh, it's so good.
I have seen your stuff.
I think you definitely want to go back to your in room, and he winks at you. Definitely want to be
Thanks, Steven.
at the you are staying at Slippy's, right? And he winks at you again.
Yeah, we're staying at Slippy's.
Yeah, definitely hang out at Slippy's then.
Not the 3 ladies.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Because why would you be at the 3 ladies? Nobody's staying over there.
Gotcha. We'll go to Slippy's.
Okay.
I, as a player, am confused.
I, as a
This is
player,
what
want to grab
happens
Casey
when
by the
you-
ankles, spin him around, and throw him out a window.
This is what happens when you let the ADHD girl lead the way.
So, are you here to buy stuff?
No, we should go. Come on, Joy. Let's get out of here. We'll see him at 2.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You too, Anthony.
Anthony's looking at the vases and he goes, "Hey, Steven, what's the point of these other, like, I got the vase in the top with the holes of water, but why is there a second opening on the bottom? Is this just art? I'm not sure. Does it pour out of here? I feel like it would leak, man."
I take this back, Joy. Let's watch.
Steven says, "Hey, man, I don't judge the artist. Whatever he's feeling at the moment. He's kind of really a style around here. It's just the double vase, man. Don't worry. Don't think about it too much. It's art."
Hey, Anthony, you should buy one. It would look good in your house.
Hey, how fragile are these? Shit, wrong voice. Hey, how fragile are these vases? I mean, if they were tumbling around on a ship, would they be like, man, they'd be no problem, super sturdy. See, in that like bowl shape, if the curves gives it a lot of stability. This is all right. You know what? No, I can't. I'm saving up. He looks disappointed though.
Oh.
There
Good
was a
call,
particular
Anthony.
there was a particular vase with like waves and a boat.
Oh,
I'll-
that's
I'll-
beautiful.
I'll come back. Promise. And he walks away puts it on the shelf and walks away.
So I guess we're going to Slippy's.
Yeah, you should totally go to Slippy's where your room is. And he winks at you again.
I'm so lost. I'm
He's
not
gonna
picking up what he's laying down, Casey.
And
There's one way to find out.
You can roll an insight, Jabo, if you'd like.
I'm not there, but I can tell you what he's laying down. I've got it, but I'm not there. I understand perfectly.
Oh, damn it!
This is a good day for 4s and 7s. Damn.
So wait. Is this like a troll extension you had us add for this exact session, so we can all roll like crap?
That'd be such a great extension. It's actually, you're actually rolling a 1d12.
It's more like a 1d8 at this point.
All right, so we're gonna pan over to Shelt, who's been doing stuff around the city.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So first, I went back to the room. I'm gonna check if anyone's disturbed it over the day.
Okay, your
over the
room.
course of the day. Yeah.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Because like, I'm playing the character. I know what's happened to Kester, but Shelt doesn't know what's happened to Kester, so he's still trying to figure that out.
Sure. Nobody's touched the room at all since you left it.
Okay. And then make my way over to the bounty boards.
Okay.
And I want to look over the bounty boards casually. Like, I'm going to look through like all of them. What I'm specifically looking for is to see if the posting for the bounty for Kester is still up.
The bounty for the 2 magic users. It's still there, but there are several copies missing.
Okay. But Blackfist hasn't taken it down, which means that it probably hasn't been turned in yet. Because it probably would have been turned in when he was taken, which was last night, so that means he's not. Alright. With that, I'm going to take another, like, look around the city, particularly in the direction that I thought he was going, and just one more look for any sort of clues. And if I can't find anything, we'll just go back to where I said I'd meet them at Slippy's.
Okay. All right. So you said you're taking one more look around the room.
Another room. Sorry, another room. The city.
The city. Okay, go ahead and give me investigation at disadvantage. Just a big city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Taking a look around, the city seems to be. How do I want to? It's not gloomy. The tourism seems a little strained. Not as many people moving around in the morning. The shops aren't overflowing with the same number of patrons. You get this sense of caution, probably related to recent violent incidents. It has everybody on edge. But other than that, you don't see any sign of Kester or anything else of note.
I don't see any individuals moving around in red.
If you're looking for red cloaks, yes, you will see a pair of them walking down the street. They're actually heading towards the house, the neighborhood, that neighborhood that you were at earlier.
Oh. I'll definitely casually try to walk ahead of them and, like, just try to get an idea, like, if I can, if my friends are still there.
You're trying to walk
So-
ahead of them?
Sort of. Maybe
Okay.
take a different route. And
Okay.
just try to get to the house before they do.
Okay, so you can either do this with deception or stealth at advantage because they're not particularly looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to blend in with the crowd and not be obvious about it.
Yeah, just deception.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to
There's
get ahead of them. Your friends aren't there anymore. It doesn't look like it took them very long, whatever happened. Or at least at the front door, there's no sign of them. And casual listening doesn't reveal anything.
Okay. That's good enough for me. So yeah, then I'll make my way back to the to Slippy's, where I said I'd meet them.
Okay, so you're going to Slippy's. They're going to Slippy's. Knox, you are standing at the gate of the mayor's house. This is the second largest building in the city, next to Black Fist's. It's a mixture of house and official government building. It's even got the little pillars on the front. Looks like an open public door, not the kind that's locked and sealed.
All right. So then I can walk in.
You may.
All right. Yeah. He'll start walking up the path or stairs or whatever to.
Okay. Yeah, this is short.
Into
It's a
the
short path. There's not a lot of room for lawns here. There's been made some space for some lawn. It's got a nice tree on one side. But you get inside and there's a lobby. Then there's a front desk for a receptionist, and she turns to you and she says, "Hello, can we help you?"
Yes, hello. I was needing to speak with
Hi.
the mayor, or...
Do you have an appointment?
No, it's a bit of an emergency. Well, not an emergency so much as a request of a kind.
All right, dear. Let me check his schedule to make sure. He doesn't seem too busy today. As he flips around, he may be able to see. Let me go talk to him. Have a seat in the lobby, please.
He'll walk over and sit.
As she walks away, she goes, "Hey, honey, is this private, or do you if he just comes out here?"
If he comes out here, that should be just fine.
All right, dear. And she'll peek in, open the door, like knock a few times, knock gently, and then she'll peek her head in, say a few words, and then a moment later, Halfling comes out. He is about a foot shorter than you. He's wearing a nice brown suit. Got a little bow tie. Matches the suit, and he walks over. I wouldn't say like a confident strut, but carries himself well. And he gets over to you and he says, "Hello there, sir. You came to see me."
Knox will stand up.
Yes, Lord Furbottom.
Oh, just call me Tyler. I'm a man of the people, can't you tell? It's really in the bow
Wasn't what-
tie. No, really though,
Most-
you're Nox, right? You work over at the temple.
Yes, I'm one of the priests.
Oh, it's so lovely to have you here. What brings you into my home?
Um, I came to bring up a bit of a social concern.
Oh, awesome! I'm always welcome to hear the social concerns. Here, take my card. But the election's in a few months. I'm just gonna making sure that we're on the right page here.
Okay. And he'll reach his hand out for the card.
Here, I hand to you. It says, it says Tyler Furbottom. You flip it over. It says, "You're fantastic."
Sorry.
As you hold it there, he takes it back and like shoves it in like your coat pocket. He's like, "Just keep it right there. Think about it later." Hey, so what can Tyler Furbottom do for you?
Well, I had a concern.
A social concern. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of a social nature.
You know about that sorcerer who he was taken down by some bounty hunters a couple days ago, correct?
Yeah, I've heard about that. That's both good and unfortunate work here. I was hoping not to have too many problems here lately, but those guys cleared it nice and quick. What was the names like Pelt, and Pesta, right?
It'd be Pelvin and Pester.
That sounds about right.
It would be Pelvin and Pesta.
Yeah, Pelvin and Pester sounds right. In the back of his mind, he's just thinking, God damn it. Well, I went to pay them a visit. Obviously, the couple had just lost a son, and I thought I might offer condolences. However,
Father, you're so kind of you. It didn't even occur to most people here. But I was saying the other day that we should really go say something to those people. We put it on my calendar. Maybe I'll go this afternoon. I'll clear some space out. I'll come right after you. How were they? Were they in okay spirits at least? Do you think that they would like a pie? You think they were like pie kind of people? I get my receptionist on a pie.
I don't.
Are you saying that they're not a good pie people then?
I don't know how to
on a
tell
scale
what
of like
kind
1 to
dessert people
10,
like.
what would you say their pie preferences was? Like a strawberry or like a cherry?
You know what?
Forget the
They
pie.
really
We'll bring some bread. Maybe we'll get a little bit of that.
They really seem like pigeon pie type of people.
Pigeon pie. That sounds pretty fantastic. Maybe we'll get some pigeon pie.
In any case, what I wanted to say was, I wasn't actually able to get in to see them.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Do you think they were out of the church? Did you check the temple?
They definitely were not at the church.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe the markets. Should I go to the markets and look for them with you? We should take a trip. I haven't been to the markets in weeks.
I didn't see them in the markets this morning either. It was quite empty.
Okay. You look like you're trying to say something. You should really just let it out.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm worried. They do not answer, and I have not seen them about in the city.
Did you try to knock a little taller? Like, because maybe a knock sounds like a child knock, and they wouldn't see you coming.
Yes, I tried that. I pulled out a stick of wood and hit a little higher.
Oh, absolutely, it does the job. It's something as a halfling, I have to keep that in mind sometimes because some people often mistake me for a child. I can't let it happen.
Right.
Absolutely right. I'm the kind of guy that only says right things. Keep that in mind.
I'll remember that during election season, sir.
I can count on you then.
Anyways,
We'll
I
send
just
some
wanted
men
to
right
say,
over. Would you like to accompany them? It might be better if you were there with my men when the door came in, because a men of the clergy.
Right. That'd probably lessen the blow a little bit.
Absolutely, would lessen the blow so much of a significant amount. So when you're thinking like a pigeon pie, are you thinking like a whole pigeon, or should we just get like the best parts of the pigeon, like a white meat or a dark meat?
Definitely dark meat. It's much juicier.
Oh, good to know. Juicier.
Beyond that, it's been a while since I've had pigeon pie, actually.
Oh, we can go get it. Would you like to go get a pigeon pie? I know a great place that serves the pigeon pie.
How about we get one?
Yes, we'll get one right now. Let me get my coat. I'll be right back.
All right.
He starts to walk away and he turns around. You know what? It's a sunny day. I don't need a coat. Let's go.
All right.
Out the door, mister.
Do you know where to get a pigeon pie? I don't know where a good one is in this
You,
city.
you have not gone to the pigeon pie place? Oh, it's like
I did
it's,
not know there was a
we
pigeon
have
pie
it's a
place.
fantastic pigeon pie place. They got a booth open, and which it's just an outdoor booth, right? You wait in line, like, just like the common folk. That's what
Oh
I am.
wait, was this the pigeon pie place founded by Peter Pecker?
Can't say I'm familiar with the pecker pie. Have you had a pecker pie before?
I can't say I have had a pecker pie. I've always wanted to try a pecker pie. I've always had a.
I'm
I don't know why I
This is
did
the
that to myself.
This is the episode where the party like does the mission and Nox just goes on a date with the mayor.
I'm shipping Nox and Mare.
Oh. That's
Knox
Short people
bottom.
got to stick together.
Knox bottom. I like it. All right.
He's the fur bottom. Nox got to be top.
Oh my god.
Larry.
So the mayor leads you out, and as he walks out, you start walking down the streets towards the market area, and he takes a turn into an alleyway a few blocks down, grabs your wrist and tugs you to follow, like pulls you to try to get you to follow.
Oh, okay. This is a little forward, but I guess
It's a good shortcut for the pecker pie place. I mean, the pigeon pie place.
Peter Pecker's pigeon pie place.
Not much of the pecker man, but if that's what you're into.
Knocks off.
Okay. And you get around you get through the alley. He takes another turn deeper into another alley, and he stops. He turns to you and he gives you a cold look, and he says, "Hey, you're the ones who took care of the horse and the griffin and saved Tiffany's, right?
Aye.
We got to talk."
I see.
So, you mentioned something about the sorcerer
Yes.
bounty.
Yes. Someone else fulfilled that bounty on him.
We never got a prisoner or a payment. No one ever turned in a sorcerer. In fact, we haven't had a bounty turned in weeks. And when I talked to Blackfist about it, he denied ever receiving any bounties. Says no hunters has shown up.
You see, now that's real strange.
It's very strange. And I think you should look into it. But we need to hurry up and get to that pie place before they notice we're missing.
Return.
Wow, that de-escalated quickly.
As he pulls you right back out of the alley, and he's like, "Yeah, we have to absolutely get to the pie place. It's got the best pigeon peckers, I hear." No, I know what I said. I know what I said.
You're my kind of man.
And you go out and he grabs a he does there is a pigeon pie stall, like a street stall vendor.
Is it founded by Peter Pecker?
It is not, unfortunately.
Oh.
It is.
Are there at least peppers?
It's pigeons pot pies. And there is the pimpliest of elven teens sitting behind the pigeon pie place, and he's covered in feathers and pigeon scratches. Like you can hear live pigeons in the back, and before you got there, he had grabbed you can hear him like cracking a pigeon's neck pretty unsuccessfully. There's still an active scratch wound, but there's a giant pot, and he's boiling and baking and pigeon pies. And you he continues in this cheery tone. He's asking you about your adventures. Asking you about Chrolome. And he turns. After a while, he says, "I think it's about time we get back to the office. Well, hey, will you help escort me back? We're having a great conversation. I hate to end it on this kind of a pigeon note."
Fair enough. When would you like me to go with those men you are sending to that house?
Yeah, let's talk about that on the way back. So what I'm thinking is, and he pulls you into the alleyway again. And he turns into the alleyway again. His speech slows, and he says, you figure out the family. I'm sure you've already been there. I'm more worried about Blackfoot. Look into him for me, and come see me in a few days. Let me know what you find, please.
I'll see you in a few days.
For Jellicoy. I know you're a Jellicoy resident. I'm trusting you, Father.
You do realize that as a member of the clergy, I am subservient to Lord Blackfist.
He pulls on you again and starts walking out of the alley. Oh, the pigeon pie is not fitting me well at all. I think I'm gonna spend the whole day in the pigeon pooper.
That's quite understandable. Those pigeon pies are real pesky when they come to. Never mind. I can't do it anymore. I can't do any more P words.
All right.
I'm sorry.
We'll cut the scene away as you and the mayor say your goodbyes as he walks back into his shop. And we're going to cut over to Slippy's, where most of the party will... Actually, yeah, most of the party... All the party will convene at this time. Anthony turns to you and he says, Hey, Joy. Hey, you're a doll, right? But, he was winking at us an awful lot. What do you think that was about?
I don't know. I'm a little confused. I think he wants us to come back during alternative hours. I'm not quite sure why he's winking at us about Slippy's and three ladies, but there's no beds at Slippy's.
Maybe he wants to make three ladies slippy.
Hey, that's an activity I get behind.
Wait, what was going on with him? He was winking a lot.
Steven was acting real weird, asking us to be chill and telling us to go back to Slippy's and winking at us, telling me that we had a room here, but I don't think I have a room here. Last time I checked.
Why don't we just ask?
I'm gonna grab Joy like by the collar and like pull her in. Like just grab her, pull her in and go,
How?
Meant to go to where your room is. He didn't want people. Is my mic even picking me up?
Yes.
A little bit, but you can
Okay.
speak louder. Yeah.
Okay. He meant go to where your room is. He didn't want people to hear.
You're so much smarter than me. It's good having you around.
And I'll put her back, and I'll push her back, and just so people don't get curious about what I was shouting at her. Well, not shouting, but growling at her about. I'll go. And I want the payment tomorrow.
You got it.
You're the
Oh.
worst person to lend money to.
That took
I know. I wouldn't lend money to me.
Joy, that took a weird turn. You owe him some money?
It's
Yeah, Anthony, I'll tell you about it later.
yeah. Yeah.
Go and roll a deception check, Sheldon.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. A couple people are definitely you were getting their attention, and they're still not mean mugging you, but they turn back to their business.
Hey, Anthony, you want to play some music? You want to dance with me?
Wait.
Sure.
All right, yeah, absolutely. We'd love to play some music. Let's do this. What do you want to hear about? Oceans and boats, right?
I want to
really
hear
good
about
at oceans and boats.
the pixie and the ship and all of the adventures you want to have.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the land of the Fae. I bet there's a Fae island out there, and it's got magic and adventure. And he starts to strum and he starts to sing, spinning a tale of adventure.
She invited me over to dance, and I'll dance with her, but I don't know if you're planning to do this, Joy, but I'll use this time to sort of like quietly and privately talk and have her give me the lowdown on everything that happened.
I'll give him the lowdown. My goal was just to make people not suspicious or think we're mad at each other, but
Okay. Kia, what are you doing with the plant?
So I have
Under
it
the
bundled
table.
like a baby right now. And I drew a face on the flower bag.
Why would you do that?
It's a sheet, not a flower bag. Wasn't it
no.
a sheet or a coat?
No,
It
it's
was
a
And we have a
shitty
bag of
coat.
flour too. And I tied it and put it like on top like a
Oh, so
head.
it's like a home ec project.
Yes.
That's not suspicious.
I'm gonna be always around her just in case somebody actually questions her. I'm gonna call her mental, handicapped, whatever it is.
You're gonna be the one that's like, shh, don't
Ever
upset
since,
her.
ever since she got
Don't-
stood up on
if you
that
don't
thing, she
She
hasn't
acknowledge
thinks
been-
the monkey's the Sultan.
Yeah. If you don't acknowledge it, she won't break out and cry. You don't want to hear it.
Give me a deception check, Kia and Jabo.
It's better than I have been rolling.
Oof.
Oof, da. So you are like holding a. It is obviously a flower, and a like a bag of flour and a that you've drawn a face on, and a coat. And I think you know this, but you're out of ideas.
Yeah.
And at that moment, you hear Anthony's song changes tones a bit, and he's like, "But while I'm here staying at Slippy's, I'll use this one room that I have to hide all of my booty." And he'll toss a key at you.
So I was right.
I'll wink at him. Sure,
At this point-
I understand enough.
At this point, Nox walks in
Yep.
and just sees all this going on. Is just like, man, I really need to leave more often.
Nox, right before you entered, another patron entered. And give me an insight check. You're pretty insightful.
Cool, this will go well.
It will.
You ever,
Why am I? What?
It went well.
Yeah.
let's
Surprise.
describe this as a man enters. He's in absolutely average clothes. He's got an average haircut. He's incredibly average, and he stinks of the law.
Hmm.
You smell an undercover something. He kind of stops before he gets to the door. He looks to his left, looks to his right, and then pushes his way in. His demeanor as he pushes the door open shifts slightly as he gives himself more of a casual stride.
That's not how you play politics. Nox will notice this and he'll wave at his friends and then walk over to the bar. And he'll slide some coin to the bartender and just say, "Would you mind giving that gentleman?" And he'll point to the casual guy. Tell him that some sights are always meant to be seen, and however much it is for the drink and for them to bring it over to him.
So a drink and a gold, you said?
No. He's paying the bartender to go over and
Yeah. How much
say
are you?
that.
How much are you giving the bartender to say that? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, however much the cost of the drink is, and then one more gold.
Okay, and you said the phrase was what?
The phrase is
Sorry, I zoned out at exactly that moment. Sorry.
no, it's no problem. I apologize. Now I forgot what I said.
Sights are worth to be seen or something like that.
There are always some sights worth to be seen.
Okay. She looks at you. Give me a persuasion check.
This will go well.
Real well.
Okay.
Huh.
She looks at you and she goes, I'm hearing what you're putting down, honey. Don't worry about it. And she takes a mug, she
definitely
fills it up,
didn't
she
hear
walks
what you were
over, she puts the mug down at the table, then she leans in, nice and close, and says, Hey, honey, are you here for the sights?
Amazing.
How much was it cost to drink?
It was 5 silver.
Five silver. Jesus Christ. Or no, buy Chrolome.
By Chrolome.
Chrome's beard.
And she actually sits down at the table and they start talking.
Oh. Well, thank you for being a distraction.
Well, now
lady.
you can ship them.
So it's some time passes, but you have the whole day. You find after the lunch rush, which, by the way, are you eating anything? You ordered any food?
Maybe like a sandwich,
Yeah, something small, something quick.
a salad.
And when we do eventually all sit down together again. Did you guys go and take the thing into his room?
Oh yeah, definitely
Okay.
took to the room.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when we all sit down again, I'll just kind of look at them and go, so, kind of take the card for the 2 a.m. thing out of my pocket and just kind of put it on the table, tap it a couple times. And so, tonight should be a good night. I can feel it in the air. Just tap the card again and put it back in my pocket.
Anthony's done playing. He's here with you too, and he says, "You've got a good night there, Shelt. What's going on?"
I don't know. Some days you can just feel it, you know?
Oh, hey Knox, how'd it go with the mayor? Is he gonna check in on the poor family?
Yes, he's sending some guardsmen to go check in on them.
I say we did a pretty good job then, guys.
Yeah. You went to go see the mayor.
Yes.
That's good. He's up for re-election soon, isn't he?
Yes, he mentioned he needed to speak with us about some campaign promises he's trying to keep.
Oh. It's always good to help out, be a public servant. I think for the day I'm going to turn into my room back at the Three Ladies.
Okay.
And I'll try to kind of look at Piles. Just very subtly try to send him a come talk to me message, but he's Piles, so I don't know if he'll pick it up.
I want to try and send him that same message.
Like, I think you're. I'm getting a lot of come hither looks from the two of you. All right.
And then Knox just gives as much the opposite of a come hither look as he can give.
All three of you, it seems.
No.
Yeah, I'll pay for my food and I'll go back to my room.
Okay.
How much for?
2 silver.
Okay.
So I hear you have a room here. Can I see it?
Oh, I think you most certainly can.
And at that, Knox is gonna leave for the Three Ladies room.
Yeah, Kia's just, well, I've got some business to do.
So
He looks at Knox and
So-
Kia really just. He looks at Knox and Kia and he goes, "Oh, it's actually a really cool room. You guys don't want to see it."
no, I've been in it.
No, you should. You could.
Oh yeah, you
I-
did see it
I don't
already. Why do
mind.
you want to see it again?
I didn't see it.
No, I saw it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, God. Everyone's doing basically the same thing that everyone does when Larry and Jamie go to their room afterwards. Everyone's just like, well, I have things to do at home.
I got work early. Gotta go.
Yeah.
So I want to go check out that plant.
Okay. So
That just happens to be a convenient excuse.
So as you,
Right.
so this scene as plays out, everybody leaves. Jabo, where are you going?
I'm still stuck on the idea of hunting for a pig. You never know when that might be handy. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside and start hunting the woods nearby for a pig or something.
Okay,
Some
all right.
game.
We'll
Get rid of that itch that I haven't hunted in a while.
All right. So, three of you are going to Three Ladies. Joy's going upstairs. Jabo's going into the woods. So,
Going to Three Ladies.
and I think
I have some unfinished business.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll do this one at a time. And as I imagine this situation upstairs go, let me know if I'm correct. As you go in, and he's like, what? Welcome to the room. And you go to the plant, and you start looking at it, and like he's like midway taking off his belt. He's like, oh yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Let's check out this chaos bomb.
Beautiful.
Well, good to know that his mind went to the same place that ours did.
Amazing.
I don't know how to react to that. I mean, I do.
I'm just gonna, in my mind, you didn't see it. You were right at that plant. So what would you like to do? You're with this chaos flower, and Anthony's kind of watching you poke at it.
I want to take notes. I want to smell it. I want to maybe taste it if I don't think it'll kill me.
Give me a nature check. Okay. All right. Let me get to my chaos bomb notes. So already this thing has started to grow roots. This time they've broken out, a pair of roots going in opposite directions have broken out of the pot.
Extraordinary.
And looks like they're starting to dig in to the wood. And as you look at the edge of the root, it comes to a razor edge, almost a drill. And it's slowly turning into the wood. Several shavings of sawdust pushed off to the side. The plant itself is a bright orange. It's almost glowing as the shades of orange kind of adjust in a wave of deep, dark, and bright, rhythmically.
Can I break off a piece of the root and put it somewhere and see if it roots?
Okay.
Like see if it still is trying to root?
Yeah, that's easy
or
enough.
if it kills it.
You break off the tip of the root, careful not to get too close to the razor point, and it stops moving or turning at all. But you notice the root itself continuing to grow, and it's reforming a point very, very slowly over the next few minutes. You notice the root trying to take the shape of a drill again.
Interesting. This thing will propagate fast. What do the flowers smell like? Oranges? I think you might have told me that already.
Give me a perception check. And then roll a D100, please. Okay. This particular plant has no smell. It actually has an absence of smell.
This thing is very interesting. Anthony, have you ever eaten one of these?
Huh? No, I've never seen one of these before.
Do you think it's dangerous?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
That's true. I'm not sure if I want to try it out just yet.
Is it worth the same to Steven if we take it apart?
Well, it's alive, so my theory with plants is if it's alive, it's going to grow, it's going to keep growing. And look at these roots. If you break them off, they just start drilling into the wood and making new plants. I think we could have like 3 of these in no time.
Nope, let's not do that. I'm trying to transform him, and I screwed that up.
Like, I don't know if it's right or not, but I kind of want to break off some roots and put them in a jar and have one of these for myself.
they've grown back so fast. I imagine that's just fine. Give it a cut. What about the one you already took off?
It's rooting into the table.
Maybe not on that
I'm not
table.
su- I'm not
I don't know if
sure.
I want any charges on the room.
Well, then we might want to move this away from your table. I'm not 100% sure I have a jar in my inventory, unless it came in my explorer's pack.
No, probably not. Jars aren't a common thing for you in packs, at least. You could probably go acquire one in the streets.
What can I look around? Anthony, do you have just a little bag or something that I could put some of these in, and then I'm gonna go find a jar.
Yeah, he takes a moment. You see him go through. He pulls a
box,
bag.
maybe?
He pulls a bag out from under his bed, and he says, I've got the duffel, but I'm thinking I don't want to
No.
break this thing."
Yeah, no, that's. I'm gonna go out to the market. You wanna go with me?
Yeah, sure. We'll leave the plant here. Let's put it in the closet.
No, I don't want to take
not
it
in the center of the floor. And two of you head off to the market. Hello, Kester.
Oh,
Oh man,
I tried to come in quietly.
that was really cool. Really cool. I'm gonna come around to you in a second, but let me think about what's happened with you as I deal with other players.
Trevor, all the crazy shit has happened. Please help me.
Can't help you.
All right.
Very nice to say hi to the Twitch chat.
Hashtag free Kester.
But he does. I'm very happy to see you. Kia, what do you want to do?
I want to go to the blacksmith.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk down the streets of Jellicoy to the crafting region, and there is a couple of blacksmiths in close proximity, and you see the one with the big open shop, and you see Dory just working away. He's got his back to you.
Okay, so I'm they try. Is there like a pillar holding something up, like a sturdy pillar?
Sure.
Okay, I'm they try and sneak up and lean against it.
Give me a stealth check. Okay. Let me roll some dice. Let's see. Let's see what I see. Okay, so he's working at the forge. He's got a piece of metal in the coals. It's red hot, and you get right up against the pole and you lean. Now, what kind of lean is this? What kind of expression are you trying to convey?
Like just arms crossed, 1 foot like up on the pole, like just chill, leaning back on it.
Chill, casual,
Yeah.
friendly,
Neutral.
intimidating, neutral. Okay.
Yeah.
And he stops. He's got the metal iron, like the hot steel in the prongs. He turns around and he goes, "Oh Jesus!" And he throws his hand goes up. The metal goes up. Where does this thing land? Okay. It lands.
Warhammer and roll scatter dice.
Right. It lands on the floor harmlessly away from him, but he does burn himself in the shoulder with the pronged, whatever you call this thing. And he goes,
How was your time with Vanessa?
and he's leaning into this like casual, like, "How do you do?" And he stops and he goes, "Oh no, see, that was just my cousin. It was her birthday, and we were out checking out Anthony. I was gonna introduce you to her, but you ran off so quickly. I didn't know what to do.
And that's why you were gone when I got back.
Yeah, she was getting a little sleepy, and I was thinking, maybe it's not so best for her to stay out so late. So I brought her
Make her go
back.
back to her bed.
You would be surprised as to how many times I have heard that exact excuse.
Oh man, lots of cousins out there. Everybody's got a cousin.
Did you perhaps kiss your cousin?
Oh, I mean, we ain't kissing cousins anymore.
Anymore.
And I'll look
We
around.
moved, so we can't be that way anymore.
Anymore.
Well, I mean, how are you doing?
Well, I guess. How long have you been with Vanessa?
Oh, no,
And you
no,
can-
she's absolutely no, not at all. No, that's no, no, ew, no, 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 no. That's something. It's in the past. It's so
And if I talk to her, she would say the same, yes?
roll intimidation. Um, he says, yeah, oh, absolutely. Oh no problem at all.
Well, perhaps I should pay her a visit.
I mean, you don't have to do all that.
No.
I mean,
Why
you seem
not?
really dedicated to this pursuit. You had some yeah, I'm sorry we missed out most of our date. Maybe we could make that up.
Well, see, I have to ask how Vanessa feels.
Well, I mean, I told you how she feels. It's in the past.
Let me just roll insight here.
Sure. Um, they are cousins. They might still be kissing cousins.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
And
That's a good one, Kester.
he is mildly flexing, and he's doing okay.
Oh, Lord.
He's not being as sneaky about it as he thinks, but
Well, okay. So,
thank you both for the subscriptions.
hey. You've put me in an interesting predicament, Dory.
Oh, what's that predicament?
Well, I believe that she's your cousin, which
Well,
makes things very weird.
What's weird about that?
Well, I mean, the bartender said that you left with your date, who was her.
Well, I mean, you got to take out your cousin on her birthday.
Squints intensifies.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
come on, Mom, we didn't even finish one date, and already I'm getting the 6 degrees from you. I'm good. You know what? I'm good. I think
No,
I
it's
appreciate your interest, but I really should get back to work.
No, it's mostly the whole I don't do with the whole two-timing dude thing.
I don't have another dude. I mean, do you want 2 dudes?
No. Oh, Lord.
Oh
No.
man, this is just not going.
I mean,
your
we
way.
might give it a try. I could ask Paul. He might be into it.
As in, I am not about to be some side chick.
I'm sorry. Are you saying you don't want to go on another date?
Only if I can verify the whole thing with Vanessa.
Yeah. I think I'm good though. You're coming on real strong, and I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I thought maybe a strong woman was what I needed in my life, but you're kind of scary.
I've been told.
You're I mean, maybe without the sword swinging at me, the all that you got going on, it's powerful. It's good. I think a lot of men would really appreciate it, but it ain't you. It's me.
All right. Well, you have a good day then.
Thank you for the gift sub, Sadra. Thank you, Albino Squirrels, for the 2-month, the second month subscription. And they're just going nuts. Game Jockey, you got a sub now.
I have a sub. How do I have a
Someone
sub?
gifted it to you.
Sadra's gifting out subs. Thank you guys so much. And this is where we promised ourselves we would take a break so people can utilize the bathroom and
Ooh, yeah.
take a moment. So hey, we have this new feature. They're gonna let me run ads. Could try not to be super intrusive about this. I'm gonna hit the 1 minute ad button, guys. I've never done this before, so feedback and all that. But thank you guys. We'll be right back. We'll give it what did we do? 10 minutes last time? 5 minutes?
Like 10, yeah.
Let's do a solid 10. Give you guys a moment, and then we'll be right back after some music and a short commercial break.
Yay!
Yay.
Shabba the bell. No sweat, now I'm feeling swell. Gee golly, it's a beautiful day. Gonna burn my troubles away. I'm going nuclear, light up the town. The walls that hold me, I'm melting down. I'm rising up like a mushroom cloud. I'm going nuclear, light up this town. That's right. Now I'm having a blast. Cool kids, baby, it's a gas. The airways of a galaxy, all the stars are singing me. I'm going nuclear, light up the town. The walls that hold me, I'm melting down. The streets and sidewalks on my playground. I'm going nuclear, light up this town. Get the guns, yeah. Got it now. Got it now. Got it now. I'm going nuclear, light up this town. The walls that hold me, I'm melting down. I'm rising up like a mushroom cloud. I'm going nuclear, light up this town.
I tell you, my stream, I teach, right? So, my kids, the college sophomores,
My peers.
so at the end of the year we do this skit video where they make fun of each of their teachers and each of their classmates, and they spent last year when they did it, they must have spent 30-40 hours going through all of my streams to find something embarrassing, and they found one of me dabbing. I think there was only one. So now I try to make fun of myself quite often, so they don't have to spend 30 hours looking for content. You can have it right here. I'm just gonna dance.
You realize that they're gonna find that clip of you saying pecker pie, and that's gonna
they have him saying 420 blaze it.
Do they? When was that?
That was the first game. He turned around and said 420 blaze it.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Teacher say 420 blaze it. Amazing.
You can make it even easier for them by clipping things. All right, no, thank you again, everybody, for the subs, for the bits. Thank you, Game Jockey, for handing out 10 emotes.
I guess that's a thing. Didn't
No.
know.
Yeah,
It is.
I didn't know that this was a thing. It's like a temporary thing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and also,
So
because that's cool.
I
Oh,
am.
thanks.
I
Oh,
got this again.
thanks.
I am. Here's what I'll say. I am one subscription away from a new emote.
Ooh.
Oh,
No pressure on anybody. I'm only a sellout. Casually. All right.
no pressure on anybody, and that means you, Anna.
I think she already risked up. She's already part of the uncommon squad. There's no name. I don't have a team name. Delvin crew. We don't have a team. Look at that.
There we go.
Oh,
Bonus
yeah.
round.
And a gift sub to from Sadric, giving out 3 gift subs. Thank you guys for pushing it over that
Wow.
limit. So
Nice.
I will all suggestions in the chat for the next emote. I will have Tom take down all of those notes, and we will like discuss or vote. You guys are fantastic. It'll be some kind of delving in deep emote, whatever you think is the coolest thing so far. All right. That being said, we're here to play Dungeons and Dragons, not continue to be fucking sellouts. So, more ways that we can sell out will be discussed at the end of this thing.
I mean, technically, we've already sold out. We just need to let people know that we've sold out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we did. All right, so we will at the end. If we're so if we're so entertaining that you're here at the end, I'll tell you all about like cool Patreon stuff. All right, so you guys have kind of went your separate ways.
Pumpernickel emote. Hell yeah.
So we have Joy and Anthony are off back to the 3 ladies. J-Bo is off in the woods. That one's going to be pretty easy. Let's do some wood stuff. So you're looking to go hunting, and you're looking for anything in particular, or just any game?
In any game, but particularly a pig for sure, or a hog, just because that's what's on his mind.
Okay.
I want a good pig. Yeah.
Here's what I'll do. You can roll survival to hunt for any game, or you can roll survival at disadvantage specifically for pig. Do you want to scratch that hunting itch?
I want that pig.
All
So
right.
I'll have to roll it twice, or is the app let you do it twice?
Just roll twice. Oh, the app
Okay.
might not. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So you walk outside of town, and you start going through your encyclopedia of like pig knowledge, and you realize they'll eat just about anything. The boars are particularly tough. They're territorial. So if you just make a lot of noise and move through areas that are boar-like, you're probably gonna run into it. And so you do that for the better part of an hour, and you start going through the thickets, the places where the briars, would keep.
Make some pig calls.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, some pig calls. And at about the end of the hour, you hear something. You go and something answers back. I don't know how loud that was on the mic. I got to test my distances.
It's not bad.
You were good.
It's just
Well,
cover
no,
your
I hope I was good.
cover your ears. And this boar just starts galloping in your direction. Its skull, which is known for being quite hardy, is pointed in your direction with a pair of tusks coming to try to do you in. What do you do?
I look to sidestep it and grab it by its tusks and take it down.
Okay, roll me an attack.
Is this just going to be strength with proficiency? Because I'm not.
got
Yeah,
a
you can roll your
fireball.
basic weapon.
Okay. Action.
Okay, so you're doing this with you are doing this with your short sword, or are you just trying to like shoulder tackle the pig?
Shoulder tackle the pig.
Okay, yeah, that'll be fine. You wait for the last moment, and it just gallops, and it reaches out, rears its head back to try to get you. You move to the side, you grapple one of the horns, and you drive its face into the dirt. Go ahead and give me an athletics check to grapple. I will contest this. This is D&D. We roll dice. That's
Oh,
what
great.
happens occasionally. With a with a 14, you have the tusk still, but it's up and it's pulling you. It has decided it has now grappled you, and it's going to try to pull you into the briars. Go and roll again.
For contest athletics.
Yes. Okay, you smash it in again, and this time running its nose and cracking its other tusk into a tree, and it kicks up wildly. This thing's pretty sturdy. You think it's gonna give you quite a fight. What do you do?
With one arm, I quickly pull out the short sword to try to hack at its neck.
Make an attack. Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. You take the short sword and you with it in the tree, you pull the short sword up and around the other side of the neck, and you drag it across its throat, and just the boar's blood spills all over the earth, and eventually it's fighting and it's squealing, softens as it goes limp.
Oh, sweet! Finally got my prize pig.
And then I gotta gut it and package it and get it ready to be brought back to the city or I could cook it up there actually.
Whatever you want to do, you tell me.
Yeah, I'll try to create a fire and try to roast it up there, make some rations, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Go. You've made enough survival checks. We'll say that roasting a pig's pretty easy. It's just gonna take some time as you set up the fire pit, get the sticks going. You feel at home and at peace for the first time in a while. You can have a point of inspiration for the rest of the session. All right. You're welcome. Kia, you had talked to Dory, and then you're going where?
I'm going to go find Vanessa.
Okay. Shelt and Nox, you were heading back to the tavern. Three ladies. And as you walk in, the bartender looks over to the pair of you and says, "Hey, it's the man and his child. How you doing?"
Nox side eyes him so hard.
I'll just walk right back into the back where the rooms are.
Hey,
I'll
all
walk
children
ahead
have
of
to be
Nox.
accompanied by adults. You can't leave the little one at the bar.
I stop and just give him the just don't.
I get it because he's a short person. He can't even reach the counter.
I just keep walking.
No, really, dwarf. Gotta get you a drink. What's your poison today?
Nox follows to the back rooms. Just ignoring this guy.
I'll give you the child's price. Kids under 12 eat free. All right. Are you doing anything in the rooms? You guys have your own separate rooms.
Well, I will stop outside of my room with the door open and wait for Nox.
Okay.
Nox sees you with the door open, and starts walking towards you.
Yeah, I'll just kind of motion my head and step inside.
All right. Nobody else in here. This place seems pretty quiet. I think you actually have most of the rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have most of the rooms, and I've done checks on all the walls. So when he comes in, I'll close the door behind him.
Okay.
Because you do come in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll close the door behind you, and I'll go. All right. Listen, I didn't want to have to turn to people to deal with this. I wanted to deal with it on my own, but it's starting to be a bit of an issue, and I need to talk to at least somebody. And most of the people in our party are not very good at reading messages or stuff like that. So I feel like maybe I should rely on you, if anyone. And I'll kind of sit down on the bed and I'll go, "Can I trust you, Nox?"
So far, you've given me no reason to not trust you. And as a result, I dare say, yes, I think you could trust me.
What if I were to tell you something possibly incriminating or risky about myself?
I'd rather you tell me up front than I find out later.
Fair. And I am trying to get a read on him to feel if he's trustworthy.
Okay.
If I feel like he's being honest with me in this moment.
Okay.
Just roll an insight and
Well,
Connor tell me.
yeah, we'll do that. Well, you give me the insight, Connor. What kind of emotions do you have, and what are you trying to display?
Knox is definitely trying to show a straight face as best he could, but you would definitely feel a sense of apprehension from him, because he's worried about what he's about to say, but he's sort of come up with an idea of how to get around his apprehension.
Okay. Shelt, you get exactly what you expected. You thought this would be his reaction. It is his reaction. It's pretty plain on his face.
Okay. That's what I was hoping for. I mean, Kyle knows things that Shelt doesn't. Shelt was hoping for this. Kyle knew this would happen. Yeah. I'll just nod and I'll go. And I'll look up at you and I'll go. Kester didn't run into a friend that he had to go off and deal with some stuff with.
I had a feeling.
He's been missing. I at first felt like Blackstone may have gotten him, but the bounty hasn't been pulled down, so I don't think it's that. Blackfist, yeah. I feel like Blackfist may have gotten him, but the bounty hadn't been pulled down, so don't believe it's that. And I don't know what's happened. And Kester may be upset with me that I'm the one telling you this, but someone needs to know so we can keep an eye out. But Kester is a practitioner of the arcane. And now he's missing in Jellicoy. You see where my concerns are revealed.
I can see where your concerns come from.
There was a point where I was afraid one of us may have sold him out, but I don't think any of the others are smart enough, and I don't think you did it.
I wish I could say I had confidence in the rest of them, but
they're capable, they're just not devious.
They're not exactly the scheming type.
I wondered about Piles for a while, but I don't know. Still curious about him. We found something. I'll pull out like a piece of parchment if I can, and try to draw that symbol that we found under the door.
Sure. Go ahead and give me we'll call it a performance check. Okay. Oof. Yeah, so it is a very crude drawing, but you can make out it does seem to be a sword and some kind of musical note intertwined with each other.
Yeah. And I'll hand it over to you and I'll go. I found this. We found this, Kester and I, under the door the day he disappeared. Someone put this symbol on a piece of parchment, and it seemed like they had magicked it on in some way. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but a musical note and a sword sure sounds like our new intrepid leader, doesn't it?
Quite a bit.
And it was the same day we met him.
That all matches up a little too well to be coincidence.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if our new captain, maybe a practitioner in some way as well, and had something to do with Kester's disappearance.
Some of his mannerisms and his reactions when I was talking about the practitioners who betrayed me, he seemed very much like I was harming him in a way.
Odd. Also, though, you mentioned that the mayor wants to speak to us about some matter.
Yes, in fact, it ties into this.
That's unfortunate.
Blackfist has been scheming. You
How
see,
so?
you know how you were talking about that sorcerer, the one we went to go see the house today? How
Yes.
you and Kester got rid of him and turned in the bounty?
Yes.
The mayor had no knowledge of that.
Well, maybe he just doesn't deal with things on that level. Doesn't need to.
Blackfist hasn't turned any notifications of a bounty into the mayor for months.
That's. And that's not the only one we've turned in. I turned in the arsonist. Remember? I
Correct.
shared the gold with you guys. That's. And Casey.
Yeah.
Just a point of order. That that message I got from my contact. Would that be like a note that I would still have?
What was the message again? Refresh my
The
memory.
thing from session 0 that he knew.
Yeah, okay.
My
I know what you're
contact in
talking
the city knew.
about. Yes, you have that, and the breadth of that message says there's going to be a increase in bounties soon in Jellicoy. You should get over there and get a head start.
Yeah, and I'll like search for it in my pack and I'll hand it over to Nox. I go, this is what brought Kester and I here, and with what you just told me, it all seems a little suspicious.
He'll hand the note back.
Yeah, I'll put it back away.
Blackfist is the counselor. He can't. No, he wouldn't.
And now, for some reason, this sounds like a whole political scheme.
It's all starting to add up. The arcane bounties, the high presence of tailors in the area, the high patrols of the sea around here by tailors. I think Blackfist means to join the arcane band.
Well, listen, if you ask me, what we should do right now is, if Piles is up to something, and this is some sort of trap, I think we play into it for the time being.
You reminded me. Speaking of trap, there was a man tailing us at the bar.
There was.
He made himself as common as he could, but he stuck out like a pig.
As he mentions that, I'm going to like light a candle, and I'm gonna burn that like note that I drew the thing on.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it burns up.
Yeah, best get rid of this then. Yeah, if someone's already watching us, then we should consider getting out of the city as soon as possible. Travel north.
And in truth, I think our best hope, unfortunately, is going to be Piles' pixie.
You know, I do hope that I'm wrong about him. I hope that he didn't have a hand in this, but if he does, I want you to understand that once we're out to sea, I will kill him.
I'll say nothing. Clerics are supposed to mark off the dead. He could have just as easily fallen off in a storm.
Good man. That's all I needed to speak to you about. Keep an eye out for anything marked towards Kester, and don't tell our friends yet. I
Your
don't know how
secret
they
is
would.
held in confidence.
I don't know how they'd feel about knowing someone so risky is among us. I think some of them are more free-spirited, but maybe loose-lipped as well.
I'm worried about Joy.
Me too.
She's gotten very close to the Piles boy.
I keep trying to pull him off so I can interrogate him or something, and she just keeps trying to fuck him. And I can't do anything.
Lad, I've lived nearly 120 years on this world, and I have to tell you, I've never seen anyone so obnoxiously ignorant of what's going on around them, and yet somehow right in the middle of the shit every single moment.
Exactly. And she's useful. She's very useful. She's good in a fight. But she's just not subtle. We're gonna have to teach her like once we're alone or out at sea or something, we're gonna have to you and I like sit down and like teach her like subtlety, like codes, like what winking means. Because apparently she doesn't know what winking means.
How does she not know what winking means?
There was a whole thing with the drug dealer. Regardless, though, 2 a.m. We should turn in that thing, try to get the money for that boat, and get out of here as soon as we can. Spend some time looking for Kester if you can. I wouldn't want to leave here without him, but well, him and I had an agreement. If things got too hairy for one of us or the other, cut tail and run. I don't wanna hold my end of that up.
I'm going to try something. Usually around this time of night, the shadier characters come in for confessional. I'll see if I can't find any information.
All right. You have a good day, Knox.
All right.
I'll see you, Kelvin. I keep forgetting that you're not Shelter.
I didn't
Kelvin.
change the name yet. It'll work.
Yeah.
I'll see you around, Kelvin.
No problem.
Okay, so we'll fade out of that scene, and briefly, if you can imagine, it says like 5 minutes later, and you see Joy and Anthony walking, and Anthony goes, "Achoo!" and he rubs his nose, and then it pans away again as they enter the three ladies, or are about to enter the three ladies, and it zooms in on a beaten and heavily bruised Kester. You have been strapped down with leathers. There is a sword on your side. Right. My question for you out of character is, would you like to replace your subclass with the custom subclass we talked about?
Oh, totally. Ow.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And standing in front of you is the salt and pepper bearded man. And you aren't training anymore. You have spent you spent the entirety of the day being bashed and beaten. And what he tells you is this: the art of the war singer, kind of like the elven art of blade singing. It's less frolicky. It relies more on the pain and the anguish of war. Hum a tune. Find your crazy and unleash it in your blade. That is our song. What have you learned?
Right. That I have much better pipes than I thought I did. And a lot of stuff hurts.
Go on. There's more.
More. I learned how to use a sword. I learned how to use armor. Although I don't think I'll use it. I learned not to stand out.
There it is. Keep going.
And how to get fucking angry.
Feed that anger.
Sorry, I got the dark side in my head now.
The dark side.
Star Wars.
Oh, of course I got you. I learned to hate. I learned to fear.
Do it. Kill it. Do it. Do it.
No. Not that. But anyway.
If I open this door and let you exit the door, breathe air that isn't this stuffy basement, have you free in the streets of my city, what are you going to do?
First, find my friends. Second, we're gonna complete that smuggler bounty. Third, we're gonna buy that boat and get the fuck out of here.
That's the magic words. Get the fuck out of my town, and me and Timmy don't want to see you again.
Yeah, you got it, you old rag, whatever the fuck you are.
You see him clench his fist a little bit, and he goes, "Good boy. Get the fuck out."
See you fucking never. I'm gonna leave.
He stands at the bottom of the stairs and watches you leave. As you exit, it is it's late afternoon. The sun hits your eyes, and it's a bit much. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust. And people take notice. They look at you. Looks like you have had the shit kicked out of you, but then they just turn and keep walking. You are dressed like somebody who should regularly get the shit kicked out of them.
That's fine. Nothing new to see.
All right, what would you like to do?
Where the Okay, yeah. Where am I?
You are on the north side of town. There is a gate only 100 yards in front of you, and the rest of the town to your rear.
Okay, so I'm on the outside of town. That's cool. I still didn't get to cast my spell. This is stupid. But I better find my friends. They're probably worried. I'm going to make my way towards the three ladies.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully that's where they'll be.
All right, so Kia, you were heading back to the three ladies?
No, I was gonna go find Vanessa.
Okay, so you're walking around the art or the craftsman section of town. It doesn't take much before you find the tailor with the cute daughter. And you walk into the store and you see an older woman sitting behind the counter, and she says, "Oh, hello. What can we do for you? Hero of Jellycoy, visiting my shop. Oh, it's so exciting."
Yes, I'm here to speak with Vanessa.
Oh, you're here for Vanessa. You a friend? Did you meet Vanessa?
Not exactly. It's a long story, and it's one that she probably should just hear from me.
Oh, I'm all ears. What has my Vanessa been up to?
It's not what she's been up to, but who she's been up to.
She slams her hand on the table Is she fucking around with Dory again?
Yes, and I felt like she needed to know that he was.
Ooh, that boy is no good. That boy is no good. I told her he was no good, and yet.
And that's why I came to tell her.
Let me guess. You're his kissing cousin?
No, she was his kissing cousin.
Oh, the stories are changing, and Dory's a sly one. That he's got all the muscles that are too good for his brains.
I know, right? But yes, I wanted to tell her that he was no good, and that if she was in a long-term thing with him, that she should probably know that he's sleeping around, or trying to. It didn't get that far. It really didn't, the horse thing.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That might work, but it might not. But I guess she has a right to know, so let me, one second. Vanessa! You've got company! As she shouts back, just at the top of her lungs to the back of the shop, and you see this short, young-looking, blonde-haired woman step out from the back. She's got a bundle of cloth in her hands. She stumbles out. She goes, "I'm right here, Mom. You don't have to yell." And she, go ahead.
Hi, Vanessa.
And she turns to you and she goes, "Oh, hello. Hi. Yeah, you're looking for me."
Yes, I came here to talk to you about Dory.
Oh, Dory. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, he told me that you were his kissing cousin.
Oh, maybe you should keep talking before I start throwing things at you. Just get it all out right now, please.
So, So the entire story. He asked me out. I did not know about you until I talked to the bartender last night after
Yeah.
you and him left out the back of the out of Slippy's.
Oh.
I was fighting the horse, told him to wait, and then I learned about that all after the fact. Confronted him today about it because he's a no good two-timing manho.
Yeah, no good. You know, from one lady to another, I thank you. I do. And I understand that it's not your fault, but your face is making me really angry right now, and I'm just gonna need a moment. And
Understandable.
she turns away and storms back into the other room.
That went well.
She goes, "You're a sweet dearie. Maybe you stay away from the handsome ones."
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh,
They're
oh.
usually the problem.
Old Ted was handsome. He did, that's Vanessa's father. But, that worked out much the same way. I'm sorry. Don't let an old woman tell you about her stories.
It's perfectly fine. But thank you for letting me.
Here, what brings you to town? What are you here for, dear? Tell me about yourself. Sit down, have some tea.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't come to town not exactly willingly, unknowingly. I was saved from the sea.
Oh, you was in danger in the sea, and you had some kind of
Yes.
handsome prince come to rescue you?
That's
That's how I'm gonna imagine it, dear. Don't ruin it for me. How handsome was this guy?
Well, he's a little short.
Ooh, okay.
Elsewhere,
okay.
Nox sneezes.
And he is a holy man. Oh, but there's also a druid with him.
Oh, you guys, the young people these days. Come on now. Pick
She's,
and choose, dear. You can't be playing the field. You gotta be the next. Dory's a bad influence. You got to stop hanging out around him.
I only just met him yesterday.
Oh, really? The youth are really moving ahead. Hard charges.
I literally just got to town yesterday.
Well, welcome to Jellycoy.
Thank you.
Are you looking to make this a permanent residence?
No, I'm looking to help someone buy a boat to head north.
Oh, you're looking to help somebody buy a boat. Where you going? Well, you going to the north? All right. On a little adventure. Oh, that's awesome.
Yep, that's what I do.
Well, hey, you let me know if you ever need anything. I owe you. I owe you one. Granny Taylor, I got you.
Thank you, Granny Taylor.
Yeah, I've been trying to convince her for months that Dory wasn't the one, but she doesn't listen to me. She doesn't listen to her mother.
I do hope that he gets an earful from her.
Oh, I wish I could see it.
Oh, same.
Okay.
It would be glorious. But thanks again, and I will head out.
Okay. So at about all that time, for the sake of bringing y'all together, you all get back to the inn at about the same time. You walk in. You have cooked pig, Jabo.
Yeah.
Large chunks of roasted pig. You watch as the Warforged, last one to walk in to the room. Actually, not the second to last one to walk into the room. You walk in with your roasted pig. Shelt, I think you were leaving the room.
Nox left to the church.
I'm just gonna bring you all together for this one moment. As you all walk in at the exact same time, and it's what a coincidence.
Yeah, I was definitely heading out to look for Kester.
Yeah. I
Or-
definitely share and how about the pig guys? It's a party.
Oh, I do love a party.
And as Kester, the last one to walk in, he is beat to fuck.
I see him. My eyes go a little wide. He's like wearing armor and has a sword strapped to him now and is beat to shit.
Oh, do I have armor now? Fuck.
You have leather
Or-
armor. Yeah.
I just thought I didn't think he gave me the armor.
Yep.
Damn.
What kind of sword do you have, by the way?
Scimitar.
Oh, nice, fancy.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll just look at you. Eyes go wide a little bit. Go. Kester, your friend gave it to you a little rough, huh?
You should see him. He looks worse. No, he doesn't.
Here,
Let's get you fixed up, friend. Come here.
Yeah, Castor, you look like shit. Eat some pig.
Fuck yes, fuck yes. Give me half of it.
While Kester's eating, Nox is gonna cure wounds him.
Sure. You hold out your hand, glows with holy light as you press against his shoulder, and you watch as like the big, massive bruises begin to reduce in size across his body. The most prominent of which disappear completely. The eye that was black and swollen is you can see properly now for the first time today.
It's good having a holy man around.
Thank you, Nox.
Mm-hmm.
I can see again, like Lorraine has cleared.
Oh, hey, pal. We've missed you. How you been? What you been up to?
Yeah, you
I
had that,
take a quick look at Self.
Yeah, he takes a quick look at me and he's like, and I'm like, yeah, how's James doing? You know, I haven't
James?
seen him in a while.
James very mad about something. And yeah.
Something? And I kind of look back to the room and I go, it's a private matter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has their personal matters, and that was very, very personal.
Well, at least you got it dealt with. We're, well, Piles, I think we're set to be leaving soon, aren't we?
We're still short. I'm still short that 200 gold though.
Yeah, but I think we're set up to be making it not too long.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have the one. We have the thing. Right. That's half of it. Do we have the other half?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'll definitely eat the pig though, so don't need.
I want some pig.
Okay. So you guys sit down, eat some pig for a while, and the bartender shouts out from the back. He goes, "Do you need a round of drinks? Why with the pig? I mean, normally it's not a, you can't bring in your own food, but I can't really tear away food from a child's mouth. It doesn't sit right with me."
Good one.
Nox is going to take.
I put my hand up for a high five.
He's going to take a leg bone that I'm guessing someone's eaten already, like pig haunch, and just launch it right at this guy.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Oh.
Yes, it's time.
We roll dice occasionally.
Food fight.
Sorry, looking for my. I'm just gonna do an unarmed strike for this.
Okay.
Oh!
I was gonna say, watch him crit.
20.
Watch him crit this.
All right. All right. So this is you're gonna take this bone, and the fury and rage that has been built up comes together in this one throw as you chuck the haunch straight at the bartender. As it flies, and he's going, and it hits him square between the eyes as he flies backwards into the shelf, lands on his ass. The shelf collapses above him, and several glasses several bottles of liquor start crashing down to the floor, crashing and breaking on the ground, causing like the liquor is flying back up into the air above the bar level.
Guys, I think we can either get our shit and leave.
Yep.
Get the flour.
Other place.
Oh.
And there, he doesn't move.
I'm gonna go over and see if he's still alive. If he's still alive, please tell me
Medicine
he's
check.
still alive.
I hated you, but I didn't want to kill you.
He is breathing very shallow. There are
Okay.
shards of glass that from the bottles that fell that are sticking out in places.
First of all, spare the dying to keep him alive.
Okay, you do that as his breathing settles down a bit. He doesn't wake up.
Nox is gonna try and use his medicine to pull those shards out before he tries healing it, because healing the wound around the glass is not a good idea.
Sure.
And I'll run over there and try to get him out from underneath this.
Okay.
Like
so-
he's underneath the bookcase, right?
right, and it is
Alcohol case.
shattered, but now the structure of the shelves are definitely weakened. So give me a medicine check, Nox. Give me an athletics check, Jabo. Okay, so you start trying to pull the shard glasses out, and Jabo runs over and he grabs the bartender's legs. He starts pulling him away as you dig in a couple shards of glass.
Oh, sorry, I'm done. Sorry. I'm gonna walk away now.
Nox, maybe you should fix the shelf, and I should take care of this.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
That's not any better. Dang it.
Oh Lord.
You get over there, and you, without anybody yanking on it, you're able to pull the shards of glass back out that he shoved in. And there's only a couple of large chunks that you can tell. I mean, he did get dragged through some additional glass, but like just the tiny shards. He's probably fine. A good berry might fix that.
I don't have good berry.
Oh.
We haven't left yet. I don't have it.
I walk over there and I could do a little better with this situation and not kill him worse. I put my hand on him and cure wounds.
Okay. As you do that, you see the shards of glass get pushed out of the wound. It heals behind it. And go and roll the dice. Okay.
Wow.
His eyes open,
Not our night.
and he like everything's healed up. There's this huge lump on his head that shrinks down. The color returns to him, and he blinks a bit, and he looks around at all of you, and he goes, "Somebody get control of that child!"
No, learned nothing.
Glad to see you still have your sense of humor.
Yeah, no, really though. You're gonna have to pay for damages. I can't let you not do that. As he stands up and looks at the bar, and he goes, "Oh, that's gonna be expensive."
Good luck, Nox.
Yeah, put it on Anthony's tab.
Hey now, don't put
Now,
me into
this is all on Nox.
How
He
much?
took the lunch.
Now, you see, as a clergyman,
How much of this can I fix with mending?
You can fix the shelves, the glass mirror behind it. You could repair the bottles, but not the liquor. And
How
I
much
would
of
take
this?
that.
How much of this can I repair with my background feat
What is?
thing? From my pirate background, bad reputation.
Okay, go ahead and just read that to me. Refresh me the bad reputation so we can.
Let me just toss it up.
All right, please do. No matter where you are, people are so afraid of you due to your reputation. Okay, so you can use that if you want. It'll get some of the job done, but it comes with a bad reputation.
Right.
Okay. So what would you like to do? Explain to me. Let's weave that narrative story.
Okay. So I may just get up, walk to the tavern, and just lean against the bar and just look. We don't want to have to make this worse than it already is. How about you just erase some of the fees and we'll pay like 5 gold. Otherwise, things could get a little hairy.
Okay. So this is a larger amount. So give me a charisma check to go with this reputation. Intimidation. Yeah, you are definitely okay. He looks at the group of you. Or is anybody here looking menacing at this moment?
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Anybody else attempting?
See, okay, so Nox was sort of apologetic. As soon as that motherfucker made another joke,
I'm just back.
I'm grabbing
here
Nox's
mending,
arm so he doesn't try to throw another thing.
Mending.
so yeah, Nox is gonna try and roll for intimidation as well.
Oh man, I would love it. Just like a 1.
Hey,
That's pretty
close
close.
enough.
It's not a 1, but it's bad.
Okay. He looks
Kester's
around.
actually holding him back a little too well.
reads the room, and he says, "Oh, I don't want any trouble." Anthony walks up and says, "Sir, I don't know. This isn't right, Kia." And he pulls out a coin pouch and he starts to pull out some gold coins.
No, Anthony.
And he puts 50 gold on the table and says, "I'm sorry. We'll make it up to you."
Yep. That's what I expected.
I'll go sit back down.
Anthony will go sit next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he leans in and he says, I really do appreciate it, Kia. No, I do. I'm sorry I stepped on you there.
It's fine. I was just trying to save everybody a bit of coin.
It don't feel right. That man didn't deserve that.
I mean, he's been hard on Nox since we got here.
What's he been doing?
Lots of height jokes, calling him a child, things like that. Just non-stop.
Oh,
He honestly had it coming.
He's been doing that the whole time. Oh, he's definitely a dick.
Yeah.
He's absolutely a dick.
Oh yeah.
You're right. But you know what? You're my crew. And I won't let that stand. And he stands up and he walks back over to the bartender. And he leans in and he says, "Nox is a fully grown man. You understand that, right?" Let me see how. I'm gonna roll. I don't get to just do this for free, so I'm gonna roll a dice. All right. And he puts his hands down, and you see him scoop up a portion of his coins back, and he puts it in his pocket.
Oh.
Got a badass over here, guys.
And he says,
Well, I
what's
could
the
have told you that.
the man says, "You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I don't want any trouble. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Father. I was wrong."
It is a fault of both of ours. Really, if I wished to stick with my reputation as a father, I should have just told you were going to hell.
And
You beat it with me.
And Sheldon has been quiet this entire time, still eating. Just turns back and goes, "You could just buy platform shoes."
Oh, you would look fabulous in some platform shoes. Like 2 inches.
What is a platform shoe, and why does it sound like it hurt?
To be fair, they do, but rock stars, all the rage.
What's a rock star?
What's a rock star?
Baby, I'm a
Is that
rock
what
star.
Is that what you get when an Earth elemental is flying on a gift ship?
Wait, you're a rock star? I thought you were the captain.
Ha!
Captain Rockstar, of course.
He points. Yeah, there's my handsome fella. With
I accept that.
So what's the plan? What are we doing? We got several hours. We could just wait. I mean,
Take a nap.
ooh, it has been a strenuous day.
Yes.
Knox is gonna finish his beer, finish the pork that he was eating, and go lie down.
Yeah, I think a lay down may be good, especially all that food. Hey, Jabo.
Yeah.
Do you owe you anything for my part of the meal or something?
No, it was just celebration, just to say, rah rah, cool party, I don't know. I had pig on the brain. I just really wanted to kill one.
I'll thanks. It was a good meal. You did good.
Yeah,
Pat him.
Jabo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jabo.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
It's
Jado.
my pleasure.
So, 2 a.m. will roll around. Between
Well-
now and then, would you like to do anything?
I need to talk to Kester. and Kester need to have a conversation, but if anyone has something they want to do first, this conversation might be long, so.
I want to go play with plants. Specifically, I want to try and take some cuttings or some.
I'll
of the
go back
cuttings.
to my stable.
Knox does slip out because he will need to give notification to the church that he's not going to be here.
Okay. And Kia?
Gonna go take that nap.
All right. So, Sheltcaster, you find yourself alone in your room.
First thing I do is I jump on my bed because it's real. And it's not cold hard ground, and it doesn't punch me.
It doesn't punch you.
Yeah, Shelt is sure thinking about punching you though.
Fuck Shelt. Oh wait.
No, the fan art.
Do we have some Chester fan art already?
Wait.
No, we don't. We're trying to not encourage it.
Why is it called Chester?
I thought it was Kel.
Shalt and Custer.
Celtic,
thought-
whatever.
It can be whatever the person who draws that fan art first wants to call it.
They get
Damn
the
it.
first dibs of name of the show.
Damn it. We can't say these things. It's the internet. Don't do it. But
You
anyways,
think I'll do it? I'll do it again.
Also, the people in our chat are pretty artistic. They might actually do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Not to mention beautiful. Have you seen this audience? They're so hot.
Yeah.
Casey, then what? I think there's a condition for that because those are the sex words. That might be a condition.
anyways, though, so when Custer lies down, I close the door behind us and turn back to him and go, "Hey, Custer.
Mhm.
What the fuck?"
Yeah, you know what? I'll sit back up. That's really fair. What the fuck is right?
Yeah. And I realized that was a little too loud. I'm like,
Okay. So I went to cast the spell. That was a bad idea.
apparently, you've
Apparently,
been
yes.
missing for the entire day.
Only a day? He's fast. Wow.
Who's fast?
Some guy with a salt and pepper beer and doesn't want his friend little Timmy to die.
Do I have to
maybe
kill him?
some-
Because I will kill him. Custer.
Nope, don't kill him. He's fine. A fucking ass, but he's fine.
He kidnapped you.
Yes, he did. We'll call it even. He taught me some things.
Like what? You have a sword and armor now?
I can use it too.
I kind of look around the room and go, it's too small to have a sword fight in.
And I also learned something else.
Yeah?
Well, let's just say I have a few new arcane tricks up my sleeve. I'll use message at this point just in case.
You use what?
Message. I'll point at Selt and use message so it whispers into his head.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you say?
I'm gonna say the salt and peppered man with a mage.
A while back. And he taught you magic sword fighting shit?
Apparently so. Something to do with the vibrations and the something to do with the vibration caused in the weave and how it affects the blade, how you can move around and stuff. It's really complex stuff that I can't explain, well, without teaching you about it. And that's a huge lecture.
Yeah, no, you don't need to teach me magic stuff.
Exactly.
This is... And I'll sit down next to you on the bed and I go, I'm just glad you're okay. I was worried, maybe some other bounty hunters that were around got you and turned you into Black Fist, and I was going to see you hanging in the middle of town someday.
I thought they had found me too. They jumped me in the middle of the street. I don't know. I didn't think I was that obvious, but
You're kind of obvious. I was actually
Yeah.
planning to have a conversation with you when you got back, but apparently someone else beat me to that.
apparently so. Quite literally. So, how's things here?
Well, a lot's happened. I should probably tell you, Knox knows. I was worried we'd have to go hunting for you, and I felt he was the most trustworthy person here, so I let him in on our secret.
So you told the priest.
Listen, he's really bad at being a priest.
He's really bad at being a priest, but he's a priest. You could have told, well, okay, not anyone else, but anyone else.
Okay, but all right, here are my options. We have Weird Robot Man. who doesn't say much.
Okay, fair.
We have the druid who literally say anything to anyone and is trying to bone our bard.
I'd
I
be even
think-
mad if he told her.
We have a drow who someone found floating in the ocean and is sick. And like the first guy with a hammer who came swinging up to her, she was enamored. And then we
You know
have the
what?
priest who has been hanging out and like he's come with us when we're doing criminal things, and his thing so far is to look the other way, help us where he can, and be quiet about it.
Yeah, okay, fine. Fair, he is the most trustworthy out of a bunch of untrustworthy people.
Yes, and you know what? You were missing for a day. I thought you might be dead. I had to tell somebody.
You had to tell someone.
Yeah.
Okay, so he knows.
And he took it really well, mind you.
Well,
I actually think maybe telling him was a good idea. He might help us cover some stuff in the future, and him being a priest might actually be helpful. I don't know.
okay, so he's chill.
He's chill, and he's a Chrolome priest. They're all about freedom and bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, fair. I guess he knows he owes the tailors no favors.
Yeah. The other thing is that Blackfist is a motherfucker.
Do elucidate on that.
Nox let me know, because Nox went to go speak to the mayor, because Alright, I gotta backtrack a little bit. The thing for the smugglers, we have to get a thing called a chaos bomb, which was like a flower that the sorcerer that you killed had.
Yeah.
So they went to his house, and his parents hung themselves, but they found the flower. Nox went to the mayor to try to give a little like, hey, I think maybe we should check up on the families, think of like find the bodies or whatever. And when he was talking to the mayor, apparently, Blackfist hasn't been reporting our work, you and me.
Okay. That's weird.
Like, I don't know. Nox and I think that maybe he has something to do with all the bounties that have been showing up lately. That message the contact gave me, the weird stuff going on in here. Maybe he's trying to do something to usurp the mayor or something. I don't know. And there's still that bounty out for you, and apparently some people were able to figure out that it was you. We've got to get out of town. We've got to
Yeah, no,
drudge
my
up.
friend doesn't want me in town either, so.
All the more reason. Your friend who beats the shit out of you and kidnaps you for a day.
Mm-hmm.
Great friends.
Oh, totally. I mean, we're friends. That's what you did.
God, I really can't judge him. Oh my god. The first time I met, I knocked your ass out and tied you up. I can't.
Apparently, that's just how I make friends.
Apparently.
That's why you don't trust the rest of the party. Gotcha.
They haven't knocked me out yet, yeah.
So then Nox needs to go and punch you first.
Basically, in order to become my friend, you must first prove you can beat me.
I mean, heck, we made these friends.
Let's go.
We made these friends by killing something else together. We're really
might
bad
have a
at
problem.
this. We might have a problem. But anyways, the important thing is we need to get up the money for Piles to get that boat so we can get out of here. For a bit, I thought he had kidnapped you. I mean, he's got a sword and plays music, so I thought that note was him.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Sounds like that note was your friend. So maybe we don't worry about Piles. Maybe it's a good thing Joy was trying to fuck him, so I couldn't talk to him.
Yeah, this might have went even worse.
Yeah. And the important thing is, though, we get that money, we get that boat. You and I, at the very least, need to get out of here. If this party can't get their shit together and get out of here fast enough, we turn our tail, we change our names, we leave.
Fair. And I need to talk to Nox eventually.
Yeah, you and I need
Alright
to have
now.
a conversation with Knots. If we're gonna keep traveling with these people, eventually they're all gonna have to know.
Oh, no, they'll know. Just,
I'm sorry I took this one away from you, but I thought you were in danger. I had to do something with the rest on your terms.
You're good, you're good. He probably would have been the best one and the most helpful.
I'm just happy you're back.
Back.
And
Hope
yeah,
I would stay.
I'll give him a hug.
No. All right. So, anybody want to do anything before you all meet up at 2 a.m.?
Do I get any pushback at all from the church saying, "Yeah, I'm going on another voyage.
Okay.
I might not be back for a while."
The father talking to you says, "Oh yeah, that's fine. I mean, we would have liked a little more notice if you were going on a missionary trip, but you know, if Chrolome calls you to service, absolutely. Here, take this for your journey. We ran the collection plate earlier, and we could do and he hands you a bag of gold. It should hold you for a little bit, at least food and some travel supplies. It's 50. 52.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. No, thank you for all your hard works, Father Knox.
I might not be back for a while, and we'll be traveling through the lands of the north. They'll be a little dangerous. I'm unsure if I shall return to this place, but I thank you for your hospitality, and I thank you for all that you've done for me, Father.
You're going up north? Hold up. One second here. I'll be right back. And he shuffles off.
Fuck.
The answer is no.
He comes back a couple minutes later, and he has a large woolen robe. And he says, the siren was here about 6 months ago. She left this, and she said, you know, if you ever traveling north, stay warm. I don't.
The siren said this?
Yeah, right. The siren. She. You know what? Take it. It'll keep you warm.
Thank you. I shall return it to her if I ever meet her again.
And it is a very large, heavy set of robes in the style of your church, made of heavy white wool. It's even fashioned with the symbol of Chrolome on the back, and it's got a big hood you can use to block the wind and rain. And you notice it's dwarf size.
Yeah. He sees that it's dwarf sized. It came from the siren. Like, alarm bells are ringing in his head, but he doesn't want to say anything.
And 2 a.m. rolls around. Just pausing for a minute to go, but I wanted to do something. So 2 a.m. rolls around, you guys come. What do you got, Joy?
I just want to make sure nothing bad happens while I'm playing with this plant.
Oh, yeah, the plant. Thank you. So what are you trying to do?
I want to package some of the roots for later planting.
Okay. All right. You're able to trim it. Give me a nature check. See how this goes.
Oh, I'm pretty good at those.
You are. Okay. With a 21, you manage to get varying sizes of root. You get small pieces, large pieces, shavings. You get a variety. You get them in a bag. Make sure it's dry. Take all the air out and you fold it up, and you have Chaos Bomb root. And after a while, Anthony looks to you and says, "Hey, I think it's about time."
Yeah, let's go take care of this.
And the group meets up outside of the three ladies. And he says, so Steven's, I mean, he's pretty chill this time of night, right? I mean, he seemed okay.
Yeah, and I would have instructed people to meet up at the back door of Three Ladies.
Okay.
Someone wanna go ahead and make sure that the path is safe in front of us? Someone without the plant?
I can take care of that.
Thank you.
Shelt, you give me a stealth check.
That's why I wanted to be the one taking care of it.
Natural 1.
I swear.
All right.
Nope. There we go.
All right. So yes, thank you, Sadra, for the sub, man. You're knocking it out of the park tonight, man. You're awesome. So you move forward to the town of Jellicoy, and you're staying, 100 paces ahead of everybody. They're still walking, and you're keeping to the shadows. You're avoiding any of the lanterns that have been put up by the night watch, and you get to the back of the herbs and stuff. And sitting back there, in his seat is Steven. He's got the that little tackle box, and he is. I guess give me a perception check. This is fair.
Perception
Is he
check
dead?
From Shelt, he's ahead. He looks high as fuck.
Alright. And yeah, I'll make sure the party knows then that they're safe. They can come.
Okay.
It looks bad.
So you all approach?
Yeah.
As you do, Steven notices you come and he goes, "Hey guys! Oh man, how's it? Guys, I'm fucking sorry, man." And
Oh, Steven.
steps out from around the building, a man with a red hood, puts his hands around Steven's mouth and shoves a dagger into his gut. Looks back at the party,
Okay.
eyeballs the group, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh.
Oh, if he wasn't already dead, I'd murder him.
Oh, this motherfucker. I'm gonna kill him.
Ladies
I'd
and
say put it-
gentlemen,
Wait,
I'd say put an F in chat, but don't put an F in chat.
resurrect him so we can kill him.
Bastard.
ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 3 of Delving in Deep. It's just one story beat after another with some amazing, beautiful, sexy players. Let's do all the highlights real quick. Is we have a new Patreon set up. I didn't ever think I'd say those words, but a few of you kept asking, so we went ahead and did it. And we wanted to make it somewhat interactive because this stream is about you and the details. So we have a couple of things up on tiers that are worth talking about. So the first tier, I pull all of my names from a random NPC list that I've kind of generated and put a small list. The first tier puts you on that list, and then we introduce you to the story. I don't pull. I use your name for the cool stuff.
Personally,
You won't be a mean person throwing insults at a dwarf.
You might
Or
be.
maybe
That-
you will,
maybe
because
you will.
that would be a good one.
just so you people know, the reason that Nox is the first tier, everyone decided, is because that's the short person tier.
I really just decided that if I put his picture there, he would be the only player that would say, "Hey, why am I the first one?" All right, so the second one is I'll work with you to design an item, a quest, or an NPC, completely your creation, built into the world properly, once a month for as long as you're in that tier, and that's a $15 tier. The $50 tier is really cool. I think it's cool.
I think it's cool.
If
I wasn't already playing, I'd give you
Right?
my money.
It is.
Kick her out of the group.
Hey!
Yeah, I need the money.
It's super simple. It's a $50 tier, but for that, you and 5 of your friends will play a session with me once a month for as long as you're in that tier, and I will put you in the world somewhere near the player's story, and your actions will have an impact on the world, and it will have an impact on their story. I haven't figured out which parts of the story that is, because we don't have a tier 3 person, but there are 3 slots for that. I think that might be really cool. We'll do it on stream, and you can experience a little bit of this world. So those are the options out there. We didn't want to go too nuts. We didn't expect to do a Patreon. People are asking about it, so we threw it out there. We'll see.
Yeah, and if your characters get in my character's way, Shelt will kill them, and then I'll come hunt you down and kill you and your friends.
and if your characters get in my way, I'll probably try to bone them.
Hey. The secret is you just got to be the more popular stream night, and then you just become Delving in Deep, and we retire the other group.
Yeah, see, this is just a fight that we have every week. We have to kill other people in order to keep our spot as the Delving in Deep group.
All right.
That's how we keep
Turn this
it.
stream into
Battle
a Hunger
Royale
Games.
has finally made it.
All right.
Dungeons and Dragons.
That's that. We'll just talk about it briefly from time to time. I don't want to like run that in anybody's face. If you want to support us, we're gonna do things like buy better cameras, buy better microphones, and just make the production better. That's our goals. If we ever
We need to
have,
get Trevor a better camera.
we do need to get Trevor a better camera. We get some lights on some people. Maybe some artwork to help bring this thing to life a little more. And if we ever have to consider things beyond that, we will. That being said, you could follow Amanda on Twitter at Skyzeo. You can follow Kyle on Twitch at Scorpion Tanker. He likes to stream like right after this. If he gets the stream active fast enough, I'll just host it. I didn't tell you that ahead of time, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just it's all right. Yeah, I stream before and after these games if I can.
Yeah, he's good. He plays some really good Risk of Rain. He's got that rain knowledge.
God, we
He's a-
played like
he's a
7
regular
hours
Rain
of Risk
Man.
of Rain. Like last week, we played like 7 hours of Risk of Rain after the last match. Connor and I, and one of my friends. It was.
Go in that chat, talk with them, play Risk of Rain with them. I think
I got
Tom
kicked
just
out
got
of Zoom.
switched
That
around.
might break the.
That's fine. I'm just gonna put Tom's gonna kind of be in, and you are out. Sorry.
That is 3 for 3, Casey.
All right.
I wasn't even here the whole time. Pull back that curtain.
So that being said, thanks for watching, guys. Next Tuesday, that's the one, right? We're coming in episode 4. What happened to Steven? Is he alive? I don't know. Who's this guy with the red hood? I don't know. What's going on, guys? There's lots happening. Tune in for that. I'm having a blast, and I hope
Will
you
the
having a
druid
blast.
die again?
Man, I hope not. Are we involved with the Taylors? Who knows? I also stream throughout the week. You can check that out. This seems to be the one everybody loves, so there's no pressure. I do D&D Saturday, Sunday, and I play some other games. Tune in. Don't tune in. Just come on. Show up Tuesday, because this is it. This is the crew. These are the sexy people that play D&D. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, screw you, Connor. It's me now.
What? I'm the map now, Tom. That makes me the sub DM. I am now better than you.
Or does that make you the world?
Yeah,
We are the world.
That's exactly what I was
Actually,
thinking.
well, we copyright struck. I need to stop singing because I'm gonna get us copyright struck. one of these
Ladies
days.
and
I'm
gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna close the stream. I'm gonna hit that commercial button. Let's see what that does again. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you next week.
See you next
Adios.
week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait.